Welcome to the episode 12 of the Chievo Chums podcast. It took me a second to remember what episode. I
Yeah,
think,
and it's Chris and CJ as always. Yay!
yeah.
Now back to you, CJ.
So this week we have a little bit to talk about because we came up with something literally before the podcast, so that we would have something to talk about. We're always
Oh
up
man, that's
here
a
on
good
the show
idea.
ideas. We figure those
Yeah,
out a lot.
always, man. Management ain't doing shit. I mean, what? Sorry, management, love you, but yeah, we're always the idea people behind the scenes and on the scenes.
And in
So
between the
good
scenes,
times.
and
Oh,
sometimes even
you mean in between the sheets?
no, definitely not.
No,
Don't mean
no,
that at all.
okay.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah. So it's
Maybe on the
no,
table,
yeah,
but
totally on the table. Them bread bowls on the table.
dude,
Those are
bread bowls?
ideas.
Dude, don't even get me started on bread bowls. We already know how we both feel
Oh
about
man.
bread bowls.
I haven't had any in a minute, and I can't get any more in a minute because I bought this new Xbox One X this past week.
Well, did
I'm
you?
poor as shit. Yeah,
Yeah, he had to
caved
match
in,
me because he was jealous.
yeah. CJ bought an Xbox One X2. Next day, I thought about it. I'm like, yo, I could get this by the weekend. Yeah, I bought it. So
He was
before the podcast went up, I managed to get it.
he's just like he didn't want to be the only one in the group that didn't have an Xbox One X.
Yeah, pretty much. So now it's my Xbox One X. It's like literally the same thing as a fucking Xbox One
It
S
really
to me
is.
right now. I have no 4K, no enhance. It's all the exact same. I'm like, I get up all excited. I'm like, oh, this blows.
Well, see, the only thing that's nicer
$400 on an
about it
Xbox One
is
X
that some things
and a
load
new
faster,
controller.
but
Oh yeah.
the dashboard doesn't. The dashboard is still a slow piece of shit, no matter where you use the dashboard. The Xbox One dashboard sucks ass.
I mean, on the bright side, I mean, you could possibly Fortnite better because the Xbox One X actually does have a graphics card inside of it.
Oh boy!
So for you guys who are battle royale players, I'm
Nobody's
just saying,
just
this is
watching
general.
this
You got
podcast.
Fortnite, yo.
They're all achievement
Yeah.
hunters. They're not gonna be battle royale
Okay,
enthusiasts.
so you're right. So Apex Legends, if you guys play Apex Legends,
Okay, fair enough.
Legends
That
or Call
one.
of Duty Black Ops 4 with the blackout, I mean the graphics card in it would actually help you process the game better.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's your benefits.
And if you do have a 4K TV like me and you're not recording, you can use. Well, if you are recording, you need to have a 4K Elgato, which is like $400 on its own. So it's basically the same price as the fucking console. But basically, yeah, no, I've had to play in 1080p because I can't record in 1080 or 4K. But when
That's all right.
when I'm not
I play
recording,
on
I can
1080
enjoy
too.
it. I wanted to experience Borderlands in 4K, which is the only reason I'm kind of tempted to play through as my other character anyway. It's because I just want to experience it in 4K. But
We can
unfortunately,
if you want. Yeah.
I guess I'll be able to experience the Moxie Domes in 4K, since
Oh
we're
yeah,
probably not
technically,
going to
yeah.
record
Sorry
those.
guys, we're not recording that. I mean, who wants to watch us sit there, literally do nothing? I would be already sitting there with our modded weapons. I mean, what? No mods.
I think the only
We're
thing
doing
that we
legit.
could do that would actually be entertaining is I feel like that has a lot of potential for conversation because there's nothing going on. And then I think it would be interesting as a stream, but not as a video.
Dude, we could do a Moxie Dome podcast. So our
Basically.
episode 15 will be our podcast, but it'll be us playing Moxie Dome.
Oh, God,
So,
no. No, I wouldn't never interject the game as a podcast for the actual podcast series itself. But
yeah.
maybe Giant will be able to actually give us the backstory on his life and why his name is definitely Tim. And nothing else.
Yeah.
Or he'll
Well, I
just
mean,
sit
it's
there
weird
and do
because on
nothing.
his Xbox 360 profile, it says J. So how do
Jamie!
you go from J to Tim? J. I knew we had a little trans inside of him.
It doesn't have to be.
Jamie.
It doesn't have to be. Jamie can be a
That's
guy's name
that's a
too.
female.
You-
Okay, if you say so.
I mean, there's what is his last name? It's a WWE wrestler, Jamie Noble, I think
I
it
don't
was.
know.
He's Jamie.
I have no
It's
idea.
just it's generally a more southern name to name a boy
Well,
Jamie.
I mean, it could be because he is, more southern.
Yeah, he's from Virginia and Florida or something like that. I can't tell. He lies about things a lot.
I mean, I wasn't gonna give away his location. This man doesn't even like saying his name.
True, but that's
like
a whole
out
damn
loud.
state, and it's 2 different states because we can't tell which one he's from
Okay.
because he never
I
decides.
mean, a name is a name. Like, my name's Chris. What the fuck are you gonna do with that? Are you gonna rape me and finger my butthole? One can only
Maybe.
hope.
My name's Seed
So,
Shay, and that's not even my real name,
mm,
so it's not
yeah,
like
your
they
real
really...
name is bleep. Just bleep it.
Well, I don't have to bleep it because you bleeped yourself.
Damn, management bleeping our fucking conversations. What the fuck's wrong with them?
Imagine if somebody had the ability to actually do that in real life, like they could just bleep us whenever they wanted. Censorship.
Oh man, that'd be. I think there was like a fucking like parody cartoon or some shit or something I'd seen a long time ago. It was
Yeah,
like that.
I think I've
Like
seen
they
something
break
like
the
that
fourth
too.
wall so much, they literally can bleep whenever they want to. It's I don't even remember what it was.
I don't know
It's been
what
so
you're talking
long.
about with that. I just knew that there was like an episode or something of one of those like adult cartoons, and it's like they just
Yeah, like, maybe like Adult Swim, like Robot
something
Chicken,
like
maybe.
that. I don't know. I didn't watch a
I
whole
don't
lot
know,
of
but
Robot Chicken.
it's me either. I just thought it was something like that. It'd be cool if I had a remote like the movie Click. You control time. Fuck the whole censoring shit. I want to control time. You know what I can do when I can control time? Like
A lot.
everything.
You can basically.
If I'm
do
at
anything.
work, fuck that shit. Fast forward to when I'm off. Play more achievement of games, more Borderlands.
Why do that when you could just? So theoretically, you can do whatever you want.
Pause
and
time?
Pause. You could pause time, rob a bank, get out of there. You obviously didn't record anything because of the fact that it's paused, so nothing changed there. It's just all the money's there and then it's gone, and then you can just quit your job and relax.
I mean, alright, so technically then, theoretically then, if you're pausing time while playing a game for achievements, the achievements won't pop because you're pausing
Well, I'm not
everything.
talking.
So
I'm
you're
not
even
talking about
pausing-
keeping it paused. Like resume once you've robbed the bank. You only pause during the bank robbery. That way you get the money, and then after you get all the money and you escape and you go back home, resume time, and it's like nothing ever happened. You were home the entire time. Or better yet, go home, put it away, then go hang out with some friends so you have an alibi. If they even question you, it's like, hey, look, I was here at the bar with all of these public people. They all know I was here. It obviously wasn't me. See, I'm an evil
Alright, so
person,
if
I
you,
guess.
I mean, if you rob a bank though, what would be included in robbing a bank though? Because you have the vault, right? So how do you technically get into the vault? I don't know. I'm not a big bank.
Maybe
there
during
isn't-
while it's open while they're doing counts or something. I don't know. That would
That's the
require
thing. Like, how
having
would you
to
know
do
they're
the
doing
research.
counts?
You would have to
That's the
pause
thing, too.
multiple
Yeah, you gotta
times
do
in the
research.
day and try to figure out like, okay, maybe now you just have to do that.
You ever seen
research.
the show Jumper? Not show. It was a movie called
Yeah,
Jumper.
yeah, I've
I
seen
think it's
that one.
called, where the
I
guy
actually like
robbed
that.
the bank. All right, but they caught on to him because he was in the camera. If I remember correctly, I might be off, but I think he was in the bank, saw on the camera, and he was gone, like randomly. Because so same thing with the pause. Like if we're here investigating, see when the vaults are going to be open, then you'll see random skips of this one person just randomly,
Well, you would never,
So
you
it'd be
wouldn't
like
see
glitching.
you because it would be, you pause before entering the bank, so that it's like, you're not on any of the cameras to begin with. Then, because then it's not
Right.
going to pick you up because it's already paused. Then you rob the bank if the vault's open. If not, just leave again. Then unpause time so that you're still not on cameras. You'd have to obviously walk away
Right.
quite a bit because they have outside cameras too. But
Yeah, definitely. So that's a lot of exercise for you.
yeah, exactly. So you can get healthy. Does that count? Well, yeah, because you're not paused, so you can still burn fat. That means you could really just work out like a hell of a lot, get skinny for like weeks and weeks and weeks at a time. But it doesn't, and then you could just go from being fat to being like really in shape in one day to everybody else, and they're like, "What the hell would you do?" It's like, I got a new diet. Anyway, back to the bank
pretty
robbery.
much. You'd be like skinny. You go from like 250 to 160 in literally a minute because you had time frozen the entire time.
Exactly, and
Like,
everybody's
you're
just
inside-
like, "Oh my god, I need your diet plan."
Like you're outside with your friends, and then you're like, hey, all right, guys, I'll be right back. I forgot something in the house. You go inside, freeze time, work out, and then you finally leave the house, resume time, and also you're just fucking super skinny. Like literally to them, it was like 2 minutes.
They're like, "Wow, you're really amazing. You must be bulimic."
I get these super diet pills.
They make me
got
insta
from robbing the
skinny.
bank.
Yeah, you don't say that part. But
Oh yeah, what bank?
Banks. Those are
I mean, my piggy
construction,
bank.
a
My
construction of capitalism to
yeah,
steal your money. What?
I stole my own money.
Yeah.
Shoot. This is probably premeditated. Like next episode we'll be recording. Next thing we know, we'll be like FBI, open up.
We know you froze
Like
time and stole the
fuck.
money from the bank.
No, because like, would this be even legal? Like we're premeditating a robbery right now. Like is that even?
Well, it doesn't
Is that
count
legal?
because it's unrealistic because we can't pause time.
But
Therefore,
I mean, if I so say one day they do invent something that can freeze time, then would this be considered premeditated? They just just backlog to this podcast
maybe,
and
but
be like,
this is all
this
taken as
guy's
a joke.
premeditated a fucking robbery. All right, it's a joke.
But at the same
all those
time,
pranks that happen
they would
are
have
illegal.
to. I don't know if they would ever release something that could you could reverse time to the
I
public
don't think so either.
because
Yeah, I
this is
don't
not a
think so.
good
I think it'd
idea.
be.
It would have because then
Well,
everybody
how
would
do you control
theoretically
time
live.
though?
Well, exactly, and it's like the other thing is if everybody's doing it at the same time, then what is the time? Because it would always be flipping around to whatever they want, or everybody would be living in their own timelines, and it wouldn't be
Yeah,
like
that
a
was sort
connected
of
world
quick
anymore.
timeline. And just imagine like all the crimes you can do. Like, dude, you can freeze time and rape someone, and it's like nothing ever fucking happened.
Yeah, that's I wouldn't consider doing that because that's really
Hey, I'm
fucked
just
up. But you know, some people.
hey, I'm just saying. Sometimes you get desperate. You want
I
to
don't
be
know.
single
I
for the
don't
rest
know
of
how
your life,
this.
and you just want to.
I don't know if this is a good route to take this one.
Oh no, okay. I mean, went from robbing banks to you
Yeah,
talking
I
about
don't. I
time
don't.
control, but
I don't like that one.
all right. Well, yeah. Then that's our
You could
whole
speed.
theory on robbing banks and
Yeah.
time control.
Yeah. Do
All right, you can
cocaine.
freeze time and speed around vehicles.
Yeah.
You would never lose a street race again.
Exactly. It's like this dude challenges you at a red light, then you pause time, you get over to the other red light, you're like sucker.
No, that'd be like, they know you cheating. I'll slow down the time just enough where it looks like my car is faster than theirs.
Like it's like or like your car's like really good, like you have nitrous or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and they'd be like, "Oh, you beat me, man!" It's like you freeze time, and all of a sudden you hear them, and then you're there. That's like
See,
skeptical. That's like skeptical
y-
Mario
you'd have
skeptical.
You'd have to buy like a really shitty car too, just to make them feel even worse about their nice like Camaro or something. Buy like some dinky old
Oh yeah, that'd
truck.
be good. Mm. I said it's not the car, it's the driver. Ooh, that's a good one to say to them. That hits hard. When you're pretty much calling them out saying that they're a bad driver.
Ooh, that
So, like,
everybody gets offended by that. Like nobody likes being called a bad driver.
oh my gosh. When I was younger, actually, doing my driver's test, like, I didn't really drive much. I gamed a lot. I drove when I had to. So I didn't have much experience. I got used to my car, so I could drive fine. And then I did these driver tests, and I had to use their car. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. And then my instructor actually gave me that quote. Like, he said, "It's not the car, it's the driver." I told him I'm not used to these vehicles.
No, that
And,
there's
'cause, like,
there's a difference in cars though. I could understand that. Like
yeah,
when I
there
was
is.
when I was doing the driving, because I took a little small course that was like a one time you were in the vehicle with him and that's it. And he helped me with the maneuverability, but I was doing it in a Chevy Malibu, a newer one, and the everything's different with that because the steering's a lot more touchy in that thing. Both the brake and gas was a lot more touchy. Like my car, you actually had to put force into everything in order to do it. Like you got to, not really the turning the wheel, but you got to push on the gas. Like you feel like you're putting power
Right.
into it. And so cars are different. I can understand that.
Yeah, but he hit me with one of those. It's not the car, it's the driver. Oh man, that hit me hard.
Oh, I
like,
bet, dude.
It hit me in the feels.
You still remember that,
I'm
which
like-
means obviously it
I
hurt.
still remember it. That was like 10 years ago, 10 plus years, around 10. I don't know exactly when,
I don't
but
know either.
I don't know.
So
don't
I
know how
assume
old
you
was. I
failed
got my
that time?
drivers. Oh no, he ended up passing me.
Really? He said all of that and then he passed you. He's like, I don't
Alright,
really care
weird
though.
as shit. So it was like a week or 2 week program. The first week it was obstacle course, like we drove in the back of the school, because the thing was through the school. And then so we did it with them, and then near the end, they switched instructors because I think the first instructor had a doctor appointments or something. So we had another instructor, and I was better. I got better at driving. I got used to the car, but I kept getting like this instructor kept like getting on me for dumb shit. All right, then we start arguing in the car. Like we just start arguing with each other. And I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna pass. Like we pretty much like we're butting heads like at each other's throat. And he just passed me.
He was just
I
like, I
think he
never
just
want
didn't
to see
wanna
this
me
dude
again.
again. Yeah, exactly.
I honestly think that's what it was. Honestly. All right, because there's times where I'll start speeding. You know, I got that lead foot, not really paying attention. The way he does it, when you turn, you know, you gotta stay to the inside lane. Like if I'm going to turn right and I gotta turn left here in like another 2 seconds, I'm gonna get over on that left lane and ride it.
Exactly, that's what I do.
Maybe that's me. I know you say you gotta stay on your right lane, and you gotta
See, the problem with that though is
merge to left.
If you get into that situation, and this is why I always wait until all the traffic's clear if I'm going to do that. If you turn right and then there's somebody in your left lane and you had to turn immediately, you're not going to be able to. That's why turning directly into the left lane is the better idea, because at least you're in the spot that you need to be.
Right, and that's what I do. No one's coming. I try getting that. So, both lanes go through, and then I turn right, and then I try going that left lane. If I want to turn here, like another minute.
Fuck, I did something super crazy the other day, pulling out of the bank. Basically, what I had to do is, because the lanes were so backed up, but the one that's the furthest right wasn't, and it's like I had to cut around traffic, start driving backwards into oncome traffic, and turn around to get into the lane I wanted to. And I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And I was like, hey, I did it! I was pretty proud of myself for that, even though it was totally illegal.
I bet. There's a few things that we butt heads about. That was some one thing. It wasn't even that big. Those other ones, like bigger ones, we kept butting heads over, and eventually he just passed me. I think that's what it was. He just didn't want to see me again.
That's probably what it was.
But hey,
so that's how you got your driving licenses? See, this is the thing. I didn't have to do any of that shit.
I only got one.
All I had to do was maneuverability, which was pretty easy. And then I did my driving part, which is... I did really good on the maneuverability, because the way it works, I don't know if it works the same way for you, but you get if you get 26 points on either part of the test, you fail.
So I don't know how the points work. Like they just watched to see if I drove. If I drove decent enough, they all right, you passed. If I drove terrible enough, they said I passed. So I passed either way.
See, for me, the way it works, at least in Ohio, is you get 26 points on both the maneuverability and the driving part. I only got 6 points on the maneuverability. Like, I did really well on that. That's excellent, pretty much. But, no, I only got 2 points. I'm stupid. No, I only got 2 points for the fucking maneuverability. I did amazing on it. But the driving, I got 25. I basically barely passed it on the driving part, because I made the same mistake every time, not realizing I was making it. So when you go, you go into a turning lane, right? And there's the white line that separates the turning lane from the going straight lanes. Well, I would merge over once that line already started, whereas you're supposed to merge in between the break between the yellow line and the white line. And I would never do that. I would turn my signal on, but I would merge into it once the line's already started. And he kept marking me for that, and I didn't realize that. So that was what was fucking me. So now I know not to do that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, I would think one of the drivers would be cussing at you. Like, you're just going straight, you turn your signal on, but you're the dumbass who doesn't turn when you're supposed to turn. Then so I'm behind you, and I turn early to get around you to speed it up, and then you merge after I'm already merged.
Yeah, no, now that I've been cut off like that, it pissed me. That happened earlier today. And it made me so mad, because he cut me off. Like, I went to hit my horn, but like everything else in that car, you had to put a lot of pressure into it, and I didn't put enough pressure. I need to start using my horn more.
I don't use my horn. I hate it. I don't know. I use it like if you're really like trying to hit me or something. But yeah, see, I'll turn early. Like if I have room, I'm trying to get over. I'm trying to get to that turning lane, because cars in front of me, they move fucking slow. So I'm trying to get to where I need to go. So I'm gonna try to hit that turning lane as soon as I can. So if someone like you there's some people I see like this too. I'm already in the turning lane, and then you had all this opportunity to turn, and you don't until the last second, and then you just cut me off. I'm like, are you fucking
See, I didn't wait until the last second. I was still moving forward, but I would cut over after.
I mean, they are too, but it's still like last second to me. Like, I want to get out of my car, walk to their car, open their door, GTA. I'm gonna be like GTA style, throw them out of the car, and then step on them. Start kicking them. Wait, you cut me off.
See, I don't have enough road rage like that. My biggest thing is what happened the other week was there's this idiot that was driving this shitty, like, tan box looking ass vehicle, probably a Nissan Cube or some shit. It's just ugly. It looked like a couch. I didn't like it. But they just started merging into me. They ran me off the road. Like, I had to go into the fucking... Luckily, it was one of the roads with You know, it was a more populated road, so it had that side part. I knew what it was called earlier, but I don't remember now. But it's, you know, where you can pull over if you get a flat or some shit. Luckily, it had that because they pushed me the whole way into it. Like I was driving in that lane because of the fact that they just merged, and I, instead of letting them hit me, which I should have to claim insurance, but I like my car. But I was just like I went the whole way over there, and I still didn't hit the horn, and I was mad at myself because my first reaction whenever that happens is to throw my hands in the air like, what the fuck, bro? But it's like, no, I need to hit the fucking horn and be like, you dickweed. But I'd never do that.
And that, guys, is bad driving with CJ.
And Chris, who's awful at driving, as he's admitted.
Oh, I'm really damn a whole lot better. I was shit back then. I ain't gonna lie.
You told me just like a couple weeks ago. You're like, yeah, I'm not a good driver.
So, like I say, I was bad when I first started, but you know, I got experience now after having to drive a lot. So, because I even went, you know, hour and a half for college, so you know, I got a lot of training. So, I'm good now. But yeah, so I don't know how we got from playing Borderlands to controlling time to robbing
I don't
banks
think
to
did we
driving
even
lessons with.
did we even talk about
Not
Borderlands
much.
yet?
We talked a little bit. A little bit.
I don't even
Yeah, because
remember.
we're talking about the Underdome and shit. And
Oh yeah. This is damn. Like this has gotten far.
Yeah, that's kind of far, man. So, yeah,
That's a little look into our
uh,
lives.
yeah, a little bit.
Get to know us
That's
personally.
that's a little that's some foreshadowing until we do our therapy session
Huh? Yeah.
episode. I can't think.
I don't imagine
Yeah,
that
so
would have
that's
been very therapeutic to have to talk about anyway. So yeah, it's just building up to it.
This is building up. We're doing pieces at a time. We're throwing our real life into these podcasts, and this is our therapy session. This is how we get it out by talking to no one.
Exactly. Man.
Maybe 18 people. Maybe.
Yeah.
How many people did we get on our last one?
Right now, according to this, it's 27. So no,
Hey! So hopefully we'll be venting to 27 other people.
hopefully.
Who knows? If they make it this far. Like, tune in. They hear something about controlling time. They're like, oh, these... And then just turn out.
Damn it, Chris.
Please.
Please.
What happened?
That word. It's too dangerous to use.
Oh!
You gotta
that
stop.
word. It's in my dictionary. I can't help it.
Well, you gotta learn. It used to be in mine too when I was 12 years old playing Call of Duty, and I don't do that anymore.
So you're trying to say I'm using 12-year-old vocabulary?
Yes, basically.
You son of a bitch. You, It's like right there on my tongue, too. All of a sudden I spit it all over you after this podcast.
You spit it yesterday when you got really mad for no reason.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember anything from last night.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
yeah,
You don't.
so yeah, we were talking about recent stuff with Borderlands. Did we cover everything in Borderlands, you think?
We didn't know. We didn't even talk about it. Basically.
Alright, so we've been playing Borderlands Game of the Year Edition. Enjoying it so far. It's actually better than the first one because I'm actually playing both now. I'm actually side by side pretty much playing both. And the Game of the Year Edition is actually better. I've actually been enjoying it more.
Well, I mean that probably has to do
Crispier.
with a few things. One, yeah, it looks a lot better. Two, you're playing it alone, whereas you're playing this with us, me and Giant.
Yeah.
But
The 360 version, I'm all alone again.
yeah, and you get to do those
Sorry,
arenas
man.
all by yourself too. Ooh.
Oh man, I know. I mean, because I think weren't you trying to do it with the people, but you had like connection issues or something, like it kept DCing or something when you.
No, I did
I
it with
thought you when you
people.
did it on the 360 version. Oh, okay. I thought it was something.
No,
in
my
the
problem was that
360.
the backwards compatibility would keep crashing, so I wouldn't host them. I would have somebody else host so that if it crashed,
Oh.
I could get back in. Because
I mean, it doesn't matter. I can still do them solo. I did it once before. Just got to do it again.
yeah, it'll be fun though, for you.
And then I got to do it twice because I did it for the 360 version and the Xbox One version.
But at least we get to play that
Oh.
one together. And then we
Does that-
technically
I
we
mean-
get to do it 3 times if you decide you want to do Japan.
Ah, that's right. The Japan version has it too. They just don't have the panties.
Yeah.
So no more fucking sniffing panties. I mean, that's a plus. I mean, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing the JP version too. That'd be the triple stacker, the triple decker of achievements.
Yeah, you're trying to get your role playing games score up because you
Gamer
want to
score
take
up,
on that
yeah.
leaderboard.
Oh, before I get into the whole new aspect of that, what else have you been doing this week?
So yeah, this week actually, as far as I'm aware, this week, the only two games I played were I played a tiny bit of Trials Rising when I got my Xbox 360 or fucking X. How did I come to 360? No, the X.
I have no idea.
And then besides that,
The Xbox One X, yeah.
after that we played this game together, which we didn't talk about yet. We played Human Fall Flat, and we recorded the entire game because we played it for like 5 hours straight, and it was very
I felt
entertaining.
longer than that.
No, we started it
Oh, yeah, it
like
was actually not half bad.
the only part that it got bad is when I decided to tell you about an achievement, and I shouldn't have because you got
Oh my
very,
god,
very
I hope
mad
you
at
cut that out.
achievement.
Yeah, just fucking cut that out. That was annoying, yes. That achievement was annoying.
I don't
That's
know
why
if the
hate
video was
achievement-
the
going for
same.
achievements.
After.
I don't know. I hate... I mean, I picked back up. It did a little slow afterwards, but it did pick back up, I felt like.
But that was
I
very
don't know,
late in
like
the game.
me-
It was in the Aztec level. It was that one with the rolling
Oh,
ball.
we can just cut Aztec. No, I can listen to it. Nope. No, let's cut the entire Aztec mission
No, the
out.
first part, we'll only cut the ending of Aztec, so it makes no sense. We just stopped midway through the
Just-
level.
Just cut.
Dude, the Aztec level was an
Dude,
hour
you
and a
got-
half recording on its own.
Because of the freaking... That's the thing. I hate going for achievements when we were doing, like, videos. I'll get back for the achievements later. Like, that's what I do with everything else.
Yeah, I shouldn't have told you about it, but it's normally the way I did
Yeah,
the
I
game
know.
anyway. So I just assumed it wouldn't be that bad for you. The other problem is you got very locked into doing it because then I managed to do it pretty easily, and that was like, no, I have to earn it myself because the achievement unlocks.
Oh,
For
I got it
everybody.
shortly afterwards.
Yeah, you did,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's only because I threw myself away the first time. I had gotten it like 20 minutes before that. But I just didn't want to
yeah.
get the next checkpoint because then you would spawn over there and you would have to do it later. And I know how you feel about
Yeah.
achievements the same way I do, where you want to do everything legit. So
Yeah. I mean, I've almost screwed up because I caught onto the ledge a little bit too low. Then I was like, I didn't want to let go. I was like, oh, fuck. And then I discovered you could swing and re-grab, and that helped me, and I got myself up that way. So, yeah, I mean, even though you popped the achievement, I still technically did it legit. You know.
Yep. So
like
at least you
5
can
minutes
be happy.
afterwards.
At least you can be happy doing that. But it is weird that the achievements
Yeah,
just pop
so-
for everybody if one person does it. It's nice
I mean, if
in
someone
certain
like
ways.
Giant who just wants the achievement and doesn't care, like people like those, it's beneficial. So you got someone who can do that achievement super easy. It's like saying if Outlast was 2 players and I was the one who could speedrun it, like I can, and it just pops for everyone.
Yeah, but I assume you
that
would
ratio
would
would be
absolutely
so low.
accept that though if like somebody was offering to speedrun you through Halo 2. Because you were technically still
I know,
there.
I might actually.
Like that, I feel
mean,
like it's
yeah,
a little
but you didn't
different.
Do it though.
Well, if you were there and you were like, this is different because you didn't do anything to it. You just would have gotten it from me doing
technically,
it. But
I was there when you got the Aztec achievement for me. I mean,
I
was
feel like
there.
it's
I
different
witnessed
though
it.
in the speedrun though, because you're actually there with them, like playing it. It's just you're not doing very
You
much
could
to help.
idle. I don't know. Like if it was Halo, I probably would learn it. Kind of like Halo 4. I was like sitting there playing the glitches over and over until someone said, "Oh, you can just run through it in 4-player," which kind of ruined.
On technicality, you say that you're like iffy on that, but we both did this for at least Halo 3 and 4. We just accepted getting the checkpoint passed, so we didn't have to do lasso. So I mean, it's kind of the
I
same
guess you're
thing.
right.
Because you didn't
well,
even.
You did have to play the well, let me rephrase that because the checkpoint thing, I did use it, but when me and this other guy, King Bango, oh, that's an old name. But
That's
when we
therapy.
did the Halo 1 lasso, that's therapy. Yeah, I know. So this is more therapy. All right, so an old guy that I used to play with, met him in Titanfall 1 when I was on second shift all the time. So I didn't, I met him there. He was a cool guy. Now he just hates us. I don't know. But I did the Halo 1, and we tried to do most of it, which was a pain. And then they invented the checkpoint skip, but it only skipped you to the last level. So we had to play. So I think we played the first 2 levels legit. Discovered the checkpoint thing, and then we did the checkpoint, and then we had to play the last level legit. And then after we did Halo 1, now they got where you can just load up the last cutscene and do that checkpoint skip. Which now that they're blocked, and
which
you
is
can't do
how
it, and now you gotta play lasso legit.
Exactly. Which is why I'm glad the only one I have left is ODST. Because it's
And,
like
oh my
ODST is the
God.
easiest of all of them to do legitimately.
Yeah, definitely. Lasso is the easiest Halo, in my opinion.
The only thing that makes
But I don't know,
Halo
it's like,
1 a little more doable is that it didn't have all the same it didn't have like the most of the same skulls. So you could avoid those. Like it didn't even have iron.
mm, like I don't even know how I would even go through doing Halo 2 Lasso if I were to do it. Like Halo 2 Lasso is so scary,
Exactly, and you don't really have like you'd
especially
ha-
Halo 2 Lasso.
you'd have to do it in two player at least cuz well, only two player cuz it doesn't take four players. But you'd have to do it in
Well, I mean, that's
co-op
for the
because
checkpoint,
exactly. You wouldn't want to do it
but my thing
solo and
is,
get back to the beginning of the level every damn time.
but at the same time, there's a level in Halo 2 where you spawn into the Covenant ship with the brutes and stuff, and you only have this one healer. What's that level called? It was the level that reason people couldn't do Lasso originally
Gravemind?
because it was near impossible. Grave Mine. That's the one level that would dread even in two player. You both would have to be pretty darn good and know the level because in order to cheese Grave Mine, the first part is y'all got to activate one of the little side rooms and you just hide in there because you can despawn like two waves of enemies or one wave at least. But even that, it's like it's so rough. Gravemind would be the roughest mission ever.
Well,
I
that's
don't know.
also the most commonly referred to as the hardest one for the speed run too.
Yeah, that was the one. I can't remember if it was a speedrun one or the lasso when the game first came out. That was impossible to get because of Gravemind. That was an achievement that you could not get because Gravemind was literally impossible. I want to say it was lasso, honestly,
I
until they
don't
fixed it.
I don't remember the speed run being impossible because of it,
Okay, then
but
it
I
had
don't
to been
know.
lasso then. I know it was something, but Gravemind was the reason why that achievement was impossible. Or like literally, no one could complete that achievement. That achievement was unattainable for so long until they fixed it.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'll ever actually try to go for Halo Master Chief Collection just because it's too
I
much.
won't anymore.
It's
I
just
thought about doing it
I
if
feel
the
like
checkpoint thing was still there.
the only way I would just do all the Halo games separately. Like I'm thinking about getting Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary and going through it because that's like the only separate Halo game I haven't done. I've completed basically
Right.
every other Halo game. I haven't
No, it'd be
completed Halo
good
Wars
for.
yet, but I need to.
I think if Halo MCC wasn't so freaking broken right now, I mean, I think that would be good for our idea that we have coming up.
Oh my fuck! I think that's too long though.
Yeah, it would be too long, but it was a good idea because you have to do the lassos, the speed running. Ah, man,
I feel like
that'd be
that
a
would have
good
worked good
hell
if
of a.
if Halo Master Chief Collection was released on something like PlayStation. Obviously, it's not going to, but the way PlayStation does their lists is a little different with like the collection things. Like all the Crash Bandicoot games were this way, all the Spyro games, all the Assassin's Creed in the Ezio collection,
Oh, were
and
they
now
their own achievement
yeah, they
list?
all have their own lists. So
That
it
would be
makes
nice.
I wish that was more of a feature on Xbox too. I mean I like that you get big lists with a ton of gamer score. It makes challenges like the one where on the BCM challenge for completing a game with 2,000 gamer score really easy because you can just do a collection game if you find one that's easy like Spyro. But it's still like it would be
Yeah.
nice if they were all just separate lists so that you can get multiple completions because you're completing different games, three different games in that pack anyway. Why not get three completions for it instead of only one? But
I 100% agree, but Microsoft and Xbox and all their achievements.
especially when it comes to the
But it
Assassin's
is
Creed
what it
games.
is, unfortunately. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, I hate that. Yeah, like I was gonna get the Assassin's Creed game, the SEO collection, and then you told me like they're all together, and I'm like, I mean, I still might get it, but
It's not even
it's
a
like
two
up in the air
ratio
right now.
either.
Yeah,
And
it's just
you actually
sad.
have to get 100% in Brotherhood, like all
Like
100%.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Not even like just main missions, but like everything.
Like
So,
everything, like even collectibles and stuff.
yes. It's Assassin's Creed
Oh
3's
man.
everything.
Oh,
It's
that's what you told me. No, that's right. That's what you told me, and then I'm skeptical on it because I have to do everything.
and there's apparently some real hard challenges in like the one with the stupid tank mission or whatever, the weird wooden tank. I don't know. I haven't played through the game. I've only ever seen the like
It's been a while. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I don't have good memories when it comes to games. Apparently, like, I
no,
don't
you
remember shit
don't.
about Borderlands. Like, we had that conversation a few times, and then while we were playing through. I don't remember anything about this.
Yeah, you remember weird
But
quotes from Jack a lot.
oh, I don't know. I got like selective memory. It just comes in whenever. It's like I don't even know about it. It's just like, oh wait, yeah, this. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. The
But
only reason I want to play the Ezio collection is because I would like to play through Assassin's Creed 2 again, because I really liked that one. But it's like, I don't know if it's worth doing Revelations again, and especially not Brotherhood. I still need to finish Brotherhood on the 360, but the multiplayer boosting has me feeling like, nah, I don't really care.
I can't remember. But it's Assassin's Creed. What genre is that classified as again?
That is stealth and action adventure or
Sure.
open world, something like that. Let me see.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, action adventure,
It's
stealth, and
still
open world.
action adventure open world collection.
The only ones that are, I think, the Odyssey and Origins are marked as actual RPGs because those are much more RPG style. Yeah, they are. They're role
Okay.
playing.
Alright,
But
so you said Origins and Odyssey?
yeah, it's just the new style ones. So those two.
Yeah, that's it. Roleplay. I might play those because, for you guys who don't know, which I don't think I ever stated this yet, but my
Nice.
goal is to get number one on the role playing leaderboards for Virginia because that's where I live, and it'd be cool to be number one in your state for something. Which I am number one in the state for TA ratio in hack and slash
Only
because
because
of
the only
Warriors
one.
versus the
Yeah,
Ultimate,
exactly.
which is the highest ratio though. And there's only technically two more achievements because there's three. The third one is for getting all other achievements, so I don't count that one. So after I get these last two achievements, then I will be number one in the entire USA for TA ratio for now until I decide to play like Devil May Cry and other games like that. Looking forward to that.
Ooh, actually, I wonder.
That actually gives me another idea, which we'll talk about later when we talk about the other idea that we were
Oh,
talking about
okay.
before the podcast.
Nah, I was wondering if a Black Flag would count as a role playing because it's a much more
No,
long game too, but it doesn't.
it doesn't. I looked at that one because that's the game I'm gonna start here shortly with you.
Yeah, I
That'll
was
be with
looking at the
multiplayer.
I was looking at Revelations to
So I
find
might
out.
play Odyssey and Origin just for role playing. I mean, yeah, I hate playing stuff that's slower than 2.0,
Buy
but
them digitally.
because of the role playing gamer score, I'm willing to take it. Fuck it. I mean, I enjoyed. I love Black Flag. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I've
Black
already
Flag is good.
completed it twice.
That's
And
my
I'm about
favorite
to
of the
probably complete it
Assassin's
two
Creed
more
games.
times.
Oh,
So
you're
far,
gonna do
that's
the
the one I played
360
the
version
most.
too?
I might. I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Wasn't there stuff that transferred with that, or no?
No. No.
Okay, I
'Cause
was
I did it
thinking
on the first one. I did 360 first, and then the one
the only
didn't
thing that
transfer.
transfers is the season pass. That's right.
Ah.
Because the
Yeah,
three
the
the
season pass
360
did.
version was on sale, so I bought the
I remember that
360
one.
version, then downloaded the Xbox
Yeah.
One version for free.
hmm And that's how I did the achievements because the 360 version was, already there, and then I just did the one, didn't have to pay for it.
So
That was good talkings, but
yeah,
you ready? I want to jump into this next part because
yeah,
I
I'm
got
ready.
ideas now.
I did do my random game
All
by
right.
the way. I finished Minecraft. I did it 30
Oh, you
minutes.
finished that?
bef-
Oh yeah, I
But
saw you did finish that. So congrats on that. Barely making it, but
exactly.
congrats.
All right.
All right, so this new idea. All right, so as you know from the last podcast, we're currently canceling or pausing the Ultimate Chivo because of current entertainment purposes. Just things. There's a lot of things taken in, so we're kind of ending that short. Later in the podcast, CJ will be giving me my challenge.
Which is
So
your
we're
last solo
three
challenge.
episodes. Yeah, this is my last solo challenge. And then I gotta give him his solo challenge next week, and then we do a group challenge. So it'll be 3 episodes left, and then the Ultimate Chivo is done. And then we'll probably have a pause, depending. And then we have this new thing that we want to try. I came up with this idea moments before the podcast. I think it'll be interesting, and it's also more challenging. We gotta work out some kinks on it, but it's like an achievement completion tower idea. And by tower, you think tower, you're going up, floors. So at the first floor, it'll be something easy. So like for me, we was talking. So it'd be like a game. I'm hoping and thinking of staying with a genre. So like say Dark Souls. They're hard, right? A lot of people say how Dark Souls are harder games to play. So with that, like say my tower idea, like play 6 games, and each game kind of gets harder and harder and harder. So because we were talking about playing Sekiro, and Sekiro has been apparently rated a hard game. And so, since it's a role-playing game and it's like a Dark Souls style game, I figured, why not do a tower idea? Like, I'll start with something easy, like say Dark Souls 1 or something, and then you just work your way up
I like how
and
you
then
say
trying to get
easy
to
for Dark Souls 1.
easier. I mean,
Where technically, if you were doing it
I
in
don't know.
difficulty wise, because we basically decided the 6 games already. I don't know if you
Yeah,
didn't want to announce them, and that's why you're avoiding it. Um,
the 6 games.
yeah,
Well, I want to add to that too because I had another idea because we were talking about Devil May Cry. I want to do those too because for my games it'll be the Dark Souls games. So it'll be mine so far will be The Surge, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and Sekiro. We were talking
yeah,
about Fury, but if I do a Devil May Cry version, I figure put Fury with that because that's hack and slash genre.
that's true. That's
The
true.
entire so then that way just give me another role playing game that's or like hard also. In my style. It's like this is my role playing genre of hard games, and then here's gonna be my hack and slash hard games. Because Devil May Cry apparently their ratios are like 4 and 5, so those are hard.
I
'Cause
can think
remember
of one
playing them
that's
on the
challenging, but
PlayStation.
it's fucking long for an RPG.
Well, RPG I mean, it depends. Like we'll think about it. So we'll be recording these. These will be my 2 towers. So hack and slash will be with the Devil May Cry series, and then role playing would be like my Dark Souls style. So you got the Surge because I heard that's Dark Souls style ish, and then you got the Dark Soul games, and then you got Sekiro. Then one more game will be added, and then so I think it'd be good. You know, and we'd be recording those, making content. So there'll be episodes like I'm not going to record like everything, but because that'll take a while. I don't know.
There's
We'll
another
have to
one that
figure out some things.
it's called
What for role playing?
yeah, it's long though. It's much longer than the other ones, I think.
The Witcher?
Yeah, exactly that. Because the gameplay wise,
Oh,
it's
that's what
actually
you're talking
really
about?
challenging. It's challenging. Yeah, it's not an easy RPG.
Well, the reason I said The Witcher because I was actually interested in playing that game.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we can put The Witcher in there. I was really
Alright.
wanting to play that game, and that's why I
It's
said
long
it.
as hell
Yes.
though, bro. Just so
Yeah,
you know, it's
I understand, but I'm willing for that, and I can cut a lot of content. It's so with this when we do the episodes, they won't be released like every week, like how we were trying with the Ultimate Hero. It'll be when we complete the game. So if I do The Witcher, which is a super long game, so I might actually start with The Witcher first because it's so long.
well, it's also the easiest
Honestly.
of all of them, probably.
Okay, yeah, and I'll probably do that.
It's 120 to 150 hours for the base game before DLC. DLC 1 is 15 hours. DLC 2 is 30 hours.
Ooh.
So you're looking at
That's
a
like
200 game.
up there, almost 200. Yeah, 200 hours roughly.
And it's challenging, and it's just over a 2 ratio. But that's just because there's so many different achievements. But
Right,
the one I gotta say watch out for is the missable Gwent card achievement.
definitely. That's what I do with like the long games like that. I look for missables, try to get those out the way, so I don't have to redo it. That will suck if you have to play, and especially if it's a missable at the end of the game, and then you miss it, and then got to play through another 200-hour game just to get it. Oh my dear.
Well, this will
That'll
require
suck.
multiple playthroughs. That's one. Well, I mean, it doesn't require
Oh.
it, but it's gonna be really. I think you can do New Game Plus, which helps a lot.
Well, it's like Outlast says, multiple playthroughs, but you don't need multiple playthroughs. But because the collectibles requires you to put yourself in danger, like, it's literally highly recommended to play 2 playthroughs because you can still die. Because there's parts where if you play it like how you're supposed to, it's a 50-50 chance you might die. So it's like, why risk that?
Well, I know with Death March difficulty, which is one of the hardest achievements in the game, but there's New Game Plus, so you can take all your shit if you played through it already, all your skills and everything, and go right back into it. So that'll make it a lot easier if you do 2 playthroughs. And I think that's what most people do. They do the one on normal and
I'm actually excited for this tower. Like,
it's a bunch of
they're all
games you
high
actually
ratio
have
games,
interest
and
in too.
yeah, they're
That's
games
really-
I have interest in. So I feel like the recording will be a whole lot more interesting. And
I'm interested to see
That's
you
gonna
try
be a
the
lot more
Surge,
editing,
though.
though.
I think I'd rather you start with that just because I'm interested in it. And that gives you a taste of Dark Souls before getting into Witcher. Just to know what you're getting into later.
Well, the tower pattern, because like Dark Souls will be my first tower, so that'll be my first tower, and then I'll probably rotate off to
Well, you should call it the Sekiro Tower, though, because you're building up to Sekiro.
the Sekiro Tower. Yeah, and then you get the Devil May Cry. So I got Sekiro Tower and then DMC Tower. Those are my 2, and I'm gonna probably be playing through all the DMCs. So even the game DMC where Dante's a kid, not a kid, but younger Dante, and then play with the Devil May
that'd be like
Cries.
the easiest one.
Yeah, DMC is definitely the easiest one. At least it was on the PlayStation. The only actual Devil May Cry I played was Devil May Cry 1 on the PlayStation when I was younger, like when it first came out, and I thought those games were hard, in my opinion. I don't know about now. I might be better. And it's also the point where I might not even complete them. I don't know. It's just something that pushes
might
me
fail
to
the-
actually complete them for
Fail
content.
the tower.
I might fail. I might fail the tower. And CJ, I know you're going to be doing this with me. Maybe not the same game, so you're not going to be doing a
No.
Sekiro tower like I am, but maybe a whole genre like you're good at. 'Cause, like, I want to be number one in role playing. That's why, and hack and slash. Like, those are the two genres I kind of want to be good at. Like, those are my games, like my fortes. Like, horror games, RPGs. Those are fighting games. Those are like my genre.
Ooh,
that
you
I'm
could do
decently
one
good
a
at.
tower to Outlast too.
Oh my god! Alright, it'll be
The game
I
I'm
have
giving you,
Outlast completed,
basically, if you
technically.
don't manage to get it in the Ultimate Chievo, which you probably won't.
that would be. So like, the game you give me, you got Resident Evil 7.
Yeah,
Outlast
Resident Evil
2.
7 would
That'd
probably
only
be
three
your
games,
first.
maybe.
You could do Home Sweet Home.
Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2.
Well, Resident Evil 2, I'll say that, but I mean, because the 14,000 steps, but that's not that hard of a game.
No.
But
And also, I've heard the 14,000 steps isn't hard either.
yeah, that's what I'm hearing. But
But yeah,
we'll think about that. So right now I got
you
my
could do
2
Wick.
towers.
That's challenging. And it's a horror game.
So I think
But the
this
thing
good.
is,
So
Wick is
games I want to
random.
play. I don't even know what Wick is. So I have no idea.
It's like Emily Wants to Play.
I don't even know what that game is, but alright.
Oh, wow, okay. You'll have to look at that.
I think these are good ideas.
I think so.
So I
too.
don't want to play like the easy ones. These are actually challenging games. Wait. What was Warhammer? We could lead up for a tower with Warhammer.
Fuck that. That is hack and slash.
hardest
That
game
would
of
be
what, you
your
said,
hack and slash
2016?
one then.
That would be Devil May Cry, build up like all these Devil May Cries, and then the last floor is fucking Warhammer, the hardest
fuck
game of
that.
2016.
Nah, I'm not
Like, oh
interested.
my goodness.
I mean, I'm interested because I want to get more achievements, but I know we're gonna fail that tower, and it's gonna lead to moments that could possibly end a friendship. 'Cause that game is gonna break it.
It'll break. I mean, it fits as bad as you're saying. If I end up keeping it and actually getting it, I feel like mostly. Sorry, Jack, love you, but I think it'll be the moment where I break up with Giant.
You're gonna be like,
The
we
only
can't play
man I
together for a
know
while.
that fails a tutorial mission, Warriors of Orochi 3 Ultimate. I'm still bust his balls about that.
I know.
I remember he was on the mic
time.
because we couldn't join each other yet, and he's like, "It's like I got game over." I'm like, "What do you mean you got game over?" He's like, "I died." I'm like, "How did you die on the tutorial?" I bust his balls about that.
I don't really have an idea for what mine is yet for that, because my
I
tower.
already got my 2 towers. Like, oh, after I get these games caught up, like I want, because I'm playing all the Borderlands right now. Play Assassin's Creed Black Flag for you, and do the multiplayer, do that completion, and then get caught up with some of the games I kind of want to do also. That's a lot. I just say, after I do what's on my list, because also I got to do Terrible Giant, got to play, Assassin's Creed with you, got to do the Borderlands, and I might just jump into the towers. Yeah, my completion percentage isn't as high as I want, and I got other games I can work on, but I'm actually pumped for the tower idea right now.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
Start recording, even if it's early. Just get the recordings done, so they'll be all ready. It'll take
Exactly.
me over time, anyways.
It is because you're choosing RPGs as your first one, which is not a short genre. I might.
Definitely
Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do? I just figured it out. I'm
What?
gonna do roguelite because I can finish with City of Brass.
Wait, what?
Roguelite games, so I can finish with City of Brass.
I have no idea what those are.
Those are the
Is that
ones
a
where if
genre?
you die, it's like you get 1 runs. Once you die, you have to restart. These are some of the harder.
Dude, you're ballsy, man.
Yeah, no, it's like for the most part, a lot of the games on here have an incredibly low percentage of people that completed them, and a lot of them have really
Dude,
high
City of Brass
ratios.
has no one completed it yet.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yep, nobody's completed that.
Dude, I'll give you mad props on that one. That'd be real skill.
And not to mention, all of the ones building up to it are going to be hard. I want to do Immortal Redneck. That's a 3.3 ratio with a 1.44% of people completing it. I want to do Ziggurat. That's a fucking 2.7. I want to do Enter the Gungeon. That's a 3.7. That's the one I just bought the other day.
Damn.
I have Don't
So I think
Starve
we got some
Giant
good
Edition.
games coming up.
That's 4.7. And I started that one already, so I could
Yeah.
finish that.
And I think this is a cool idea because I feel like this will separate us from other achievement channels who just do easy achievements and they're just random gamer score hunters. This will actually show that we're good at achievement
Ooh,
hunting,
and
like not just some
Neurovoider.
other. Ooh, I don't even know what that is, but ooh,
I really liked it when I tried it for review, but I did it on another tag, just in case it was too hard.
right,
But I really liked it.
yeah. But
So.
now you,
Well, it wasn't because it was
I
too
think
hard.
it's a
It's
good
'cause
idea.
it could become combined. I knew it would be hard, but if I didn't like it, I wouldn't want to put it on my tag.
Right. I understand this is gonna be a lot of cutting because I think each video, depending, I mean, if it's our idea and we're recording the entire game to a road of 200%, how long will each video be? Like, it's not one achievement. Like one achievement takes us like 20 to 30 minutes, pretty much, or 15 to
It
30.
would basically
And
be
this
an
is the
entire Let's
game.
Play series, except it wouldn't. It would be cut.
Pretty much.
But it's like it would be multiple videos of the same game. I assume you're gonna build it up.
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah, I was thinking
All right,
just
so
you could make multiple videos of the game because otherwise you're gonna have Witcher 3. You're gonna have like a 4 or 5 hour video, which really just
Yeah,
is like too
definitely.
much.
well, then we gotta figure out how we gonna edit it, and it's like we got a lot of things we gotta work out. Like if we do the entire video and we have to cut it, what will we name it as? Like, because it's floor one. Like, we gotta come up with our the name of the actual episode. Will this be the Ultimate Chievo Season 2 with the tower idea, maybe, or will the Ultimate Chievo come back and be what we were doing but just better
'Cause-
refined?
Yeah, the
Or
other idea I
will-
had for the Ultimate Chivo that could revive it, and I think we talked. I don't know if we said this on the podcast, but I think we'd enjoy it more as if we stuck to genre. Instead of choosing 3 genres you can't pick, we choose 5 or 6 genres. It depends on how many you like, but those are the only genres you can
Right.
pick from, so that you're getting challenged to games that you actually like, or are in the genres that you would like.
Right. That's a good idea too. But I mean, that means we'd be playing 2 hard things. We got the Ultimate Chievo Season 2 if we do that, which hard or challenging.
Well,
Maybe not
that's
super
gonna
hard,
be
but
a
like
bit.
challenging.
I feel like it's
And
gonna be a
then-
little while before we start that up again.
Yeah.
Maybe after we
definitely.
finish
And then
our
the
first
tower idea is
towers.
all hard achievements too.
I think the tower idea is actually going to be harder, though. For sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And definitely. And I kind of wish now thinking about this, you didn't finish your Steam World, whatever. Steam World
me
Big,
too, 'cause I
and
could have did
see
that
'em.
for Metroidvanias.
Oh yeah, like oh my god.
I wish I
have
would
good
have
ones
finished
there.
Trial Fusion, but the thing is, I already had so many
Uh,
achievements out of it anyway that it wouldn't.
I mean, imagine if you just started now. How long it took you over 200 hours, right? to complete it?
311 hours, but a lot of that was there was a lot of multiplayer, so I would say like 250 is the accurate amount.
All right, so yeah, so that's still a long time, and over how long though? Because you didn't put all that 250 right back to back like
No,
that.
it's like I started
So-
the game in 2014, so it was just about 5 years to complete that game.
So imagine one episode might take us 5 years to get done.
Yeah, like imagine like
Like-
5 years from now, the last a tower
You
episode comes up out of
finally did
nowhere.
last-
Like you, 3
I
years,
think, honestly, I
no
think that's how
tower.
the tower. I think that's how it's going to be. Honestly, I literally think this would be like this. It's going to be like a long running. So don't expect it to be up weekly. It's not going to be an episode thing really. Like floor one might be up first early, because it's the first episode, and then tower or second floor, or third floor. You get to third floor, you just can't complete it for some
Well,
reason.
here's what you
And
can
then-
do for the different parts is because a lot of like roguelike games are actually set up like this. Floor 1, room 1, room 2, room 3, and you can just name your episodes based on like something that happened or something you said or like how the game's going.
Okay,
And that way you can have different rooms
Yeah, that
for that
would-
game. That way you can make multiple videos out of it.
that way you can break them up. That would be logical. Yeah. Break them up, like, so instead of being like part 1, part 2, it's room 1, room 2, and then that'll be our tower. It's like tower 1, room 2, The Witcher, and then title of the episode, I guess, or the room.
I feel like we don't have to
Maybe.
include
We
the
gotta-
game's name in the title just because you can do that in the thumbnail if you want to. Just like throw the logo of the game in the corner or something.
Oh yeah, we could then. So it'd be like
And then-
tower 1, room 1, name of the episode,
Yeah,
and then in this thumbnail it'll be the game. And then you think they'll click on it though, thinking that I'm in a tower inside the game though. Clearly there's no tower. Clickbait, downvote. I'm
Well,
out.
they'll just have to watch from floor 1 so that you explain the idea in the first floor.
Yeah, I'll explain at the very beginning of the entire episode. Yeah, because I can't say I do it for
And we can
everyone.
edit
Because
it
if
in
I'm just breaking up
transition
as I
modes,
go.
like Mortal Kombat has, where you move up the floor, and instead of the Mortal Kombat fighters in the pictures, it'll just be the game.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking. Yeah. Because it wasn't an achievement for the tower, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
I think that was.
Oh, there's
Oh
plenty.
man, if I do a fighting tower, oh my god, Mortal
Oh,
Kombat would be in there.
Mortal
Soul
Kombat would probably be the
Calibur would be
top
in
one,
there. Yeah, I think Mortal Kombat would be the top one.
especially Mortal Kombat 9
Like,
because it's actually
oof.
harder than 10. Like
I haven't played 9, I played 10.
9 is
So yeah, if I do a
long. It's like
fighting,
three. It's at least 200 hours.
I mean, I feel like it's giving me a lot of motivation, and they're high ratios. They'll give me a lot of motivation
Oh
to go
yeah,
for them.
Mortal Kombat
Yeah, my
1
gamer scores don't affect.
or
Like
Mortal
my
Kombat
gamer scores don't
9.
go up slower, but like, just imagine like you have all these good games completed, and people be like, "Man, you're a good achievement hunter." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm part of the Chievo Chums." And they'll be like, "Chievo Chums? What? Those guys are legends. What? Yeah, goals, man.
Yeah, Mortal
Goals."
Kombat 9 is a 3.7 ratio, 200 plus hour game.
Dude,
It's
dude, I
hard.
don't know. Dude, I'm gonna get my. You know what? I'm dropping my freaking low ratio games. I'm not even playing Borderlands anymore. I'm going all high ratio games. Done. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna complete the Borderlands. You get all that done. But I feel like if we keep doing towers like these in high ratio games, I feel like my ratio might actually break 3. That'd be awesome.
Maybe, but your
Uh,
RPG
uh, uh,
ones, you're all see. You keep saying high ratio, but the Sekiro one.
I
You're not
know.
actually
I
breaking that
know.
many of high ratios because the Dark Souls games aren't that high. Just because
I
they're
know. I know.
played by people that play those games. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Some games don't have a realistic ratio because they're only played by the people that are interested in them. Therefore,
Yeah, like
everybody's
Warriors
completing them.
Orochi 3 Ultimate. That's an 8.3, but that's not realistic. That's fake
Yeah,
as
that's
crap.
because
It's just you
games
gotta
with
be.
gold. So many people just started it.
Yeah, it's just people who are lazy and don't really get. They don't get enjoyment out of it.
I like.
Like,
I
I need to
wish.
still go back and complete it, but
I wish CM speedrunners from hell
uh,
would go games with gold, just so that I could get a huge ratio boost off of it, because it would go up
that
to
would be
like a
nice.
6. Honestly,
That would be good. You can only hope. But like I said, once if Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate comes back for gold, I wonder how many more people would get it.
it's. I don't see that happening for a long time with an Xbox One game.
Yeah, I don't think
They
it
did
happened either.
rotate
Yeah.
360 game back into the rotation back in January. That was one before, so it's possible, but I don't see it happening for Xbox One for a while. Especially with the amount of indie games, you can always the Xbox One marketplace is almost already so much more than the 360 ever was with the amount of games. They could just throw a random indie dev some money and be like, "Hey, we need your game this month," and then that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's easy. Yeah, like I said, looking forward to the towers. Like I'm actually got myself pumped now.
Me too, bro.
Might finish up the Borderlands. Might have to take another day off of work to
Stop it.
complete Borderlands.
You'd get 5 days off in a
Yeah, I
row
think
if you
so.
did that tomorrow.
Ooh. No, I can't. I can't think that. I have this
No, you gotta
at
stop.
work. I gotta get something done. I gotta get something done before the weekend, or else they'll come and bitch at me saying it's too late because then it gets it has to be done tomorrow. So I might just replace it and said I fixed it, but I might just replace it because I can't afford it. I got to go to work tomorrow, and then I'm off for another 2 days though. Hey.
So once we finish the Borderlands games, I might get right into it because I'm just super hyped for playing these roguelike games.
I'm hyped right now.
I gotta buy a bunch of them though because I only own like it. I don't know if Don't Starve is harder really. I think that would be probably the easiest, but it's also a 4.7, and the rest of them I'm going for aren't as high except for City of Brass. So ratio wise, that would actually be the second
Right.
to last. So it's hard to decide those things, but I'm super excited to get into it either way.
Yeah, I'm super excited. My only thing is like if I get to Sekiro or you get to City of Brass, if it takes literally 5 years to complete, that's
It
the only
might-
thing.
See, the
like,
thing is, City of Brass is such a game that's like, it's very possible I'll never get it done because nobody else has done it. That game's incredibly hard for that last achievement. Borderline, I don't even know if it's possible, honestly. And then Enter the Gungeon's
Right.
200 hours, and I want to do that game. That's going to take forever. But here's the thing.
So,
So are we
question.
deciding that we cannot go on to the next game until we... Or is there a point where you can hit give up and skip stage? Just to move on.
That's what I was saying. In my head, I was gonna do until you finish that original game before you move to the next tower
That's what I
or
was
the next
thinking.
floor, because it's a floor base. It's floors, but the doors are locked until you complete it, and it's like, you know what I'm saying?
But is there an
So,
easy
I mean,
mode
that's
where
what I
you
was
can
thinking.
hit like, you know what, I can't do it. Let's move on to the next one. Or is like that floor
For
is the
content reasons,
or is
I might say yes, or we can skip if you give up. You have
or
to absolutely give up, though.
I feel
Like,
like you the way that would work is you give up and that ends the tower and it's no longer for content purposes. You can just play it if you want to, but you have to officially give up in the video. Be like, I can't do it.
um, well, all right. Someone are watching this episode. If they make it this far, post in the comments to actually see what you want to see. Because as right now, it's still all up in the air. Because like in my head, it's like once you fail the tower floor, you can't go any further until you complete it. But the same thing too is if you go back to the game and you complete it like 2 years down the road, but you already started the other games, then you kind of like ruin the tower.
Exactly. That's why I'm like trying to think about it because it's like technically, then the way you set up that order is you wouldn't be allowed to play Sekiro until you completed the rest of those games. So then, like, what if you
It's
go
I'm gonna
decide to
complete
play
all the
Sekiro?
games.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I might end up caving.
you might actually get yours done because they're long and you're decent at sticking to long games. It's just they're
The only thing that gets me off of long games is if like we gotta do a bunch of let's plays or if I gotta start up another game for whatever
exactly
purpose. Like, where's Virtue 3? That should have been completed. But
yeah.
I
You should
started
have had
up
it.
Mother Gunship, then we went to something else, and now we're playing
Human Fall
Borderlands. And
Flat, and then we went to
yeah,
Borderlands,
yeah, for content, and then I haven't
and
went
now
back. I mean,
and
I
we
went
still got
back
to
to
do
it and got
Gang
the
Beasts.
formation. Yeah, so we still got those, but I am going back and complete it. I definitely am. I kind of went for my money to build up so I can buy the DLC maps because I don't know what the DLC mission I need. So I might end up buying until I find out which one it is.
And then
So,
now you got Borderlands started, and those are long games. Although
yo,
I
gotta
feel like
complete
they're nowhere
those.
near as long on the Game of the Year edition. I feel like it's only going to be like 30 to 40 hours to complete that.
Oh yeah, there's some side missions I ran through on the 360 version that I do not remember us doing on the Xbox One version. Like, I don't remember doing this mission because we got all the Arid Badlands done and we got that achievement.
Yeah,
And there's a mission in Arid Badlands on the 360 version. I'm like, I honestly don't remember us doing this mission.
I
So
don't
I
know.
think
Maybe they
they
removed
just,
stuff. I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
doubt
But
it. But you know,
once I get caught back up with my stuff, because Witcher 3 is $50, you gotta get the Surge, and the 3D Dark Souls, then Sekiro. That's was that 6? Yeah. Oof, I'm looking forward to it, but
it's
I
not
got
going to
complete the
cost
other
you
stuff
that
first.
much more money just because it's going to take you so long to
Oh
complete
yeah,
the
definitely
next
not.
game that you're going to build up the money for that by then.
Oh yeah, definitely. I end up building up the money afterwards. Yeah,
And
I'm
you don't
looking
have to
at the
worry
Game of the Year edition.
because all of your games are physical that you've decided on. You don't have to worry about them getting delisted either. You can always buy them.
Yeah,
The thing I got to worry about is because I
definitely.
am playing roguelites as my first one, they're all basically indie games. So they could get delisted, so I might just buy them all just to have them.
That'll be the thing too. If they do get delisted.
That way I can play them still even if they get delisted. Man, I'm hyped for this.
Yeah. I'm hyped for it too. Now. I'm good thing we came up with this. Like, I went to, like, this weekend. I don't know. I might have to tell my parents, because normally I go and visit my parents every now and then, 'cause my dad's one of those guys who gets worried, he's one of those guys. And, like, if I don't show up for, like, 2 weeks, he comes over to my place trying to be like, are you okay? Are you okay? I haven't heard from you. It's like he's on drugs or something. Love him to death. But, man, I'm trying to achievement hunt. I don't have time for family.
I agree
Uh,
with you.
so I might have to be like, I might have to message him, so he'd be knowing, so I gotta complete these, we try to do content over here, man. Try to get the stuff recorded,
Yeah,
and
there's
then,
a
yeah,
lot
and
to
tell him
do.
it's a lot, not enough
But
time. Like
exactly.
even today, I didn't get as much done as I wanted. I was
But
up at 6 o'clock this morning, and it took me forever to get where I want to get. I'm still not where I want to be,
um,
and the day is almost over with as of right now for the day of
exactly.
recording this.
Well, I didn't get to do anything because I worked, and then we worked on this, and then I got a shower, and then go to bed for work tomorrow. But
Oof.
on the bright side,
So
at
CJ's Tower's
least,
gonna be the longest.
oh yeah, it's gonna be a long tower, especially with City of
So are we
Brass
gonna do
anyway.
it? All right. So are we gonna do it like I have to complete my towers first, or are we just gonna put our towers up together?
They'll
Like, you
just
know
be.
what I'm saying?
Ooh, see that's where the naming thing comes in though. It's like because then what do we call? Is we're gonna
Yeah.
have to separate them by calling them like Chris's towers and CJ's
Chris's
tower.
tower. Yeah. See,
Because
that's what I'm thinking.
otherwise, it's gonna be like confusing to figure out like which tower's which, or
And then if we
we'd
do,
call
like,
it
more
like
towers, then we gotta name it. What tower is it? Sekiro's tower. So it might be like Sekiro's tower.
Or
It's
I like the name of that though, but I think it'd be like RPG, the ultimate RPG tower,
Yeah, it'd be like a role playing tower or something.
and then mine would be roguelite tower.
RPG.
That way, I don't. It's genre name.
Yeah, so if you put Sekiro's tower, then someone will be looking for Sekiro content,
Exactly.
and they'll be saying, what's this?
Yeah, what the hell?
So, yeah,
why
I
are you
think,
playing
like,
this?
role-playing tower or-
Exactly.
Like RPG tower and
Hard or you could call it a hard RPG tower so that it doesn't make people think that you're only playing like easy ones, or you're just playing a bunch of RPGs. You're actually playing challenging ones.
yeah, we'll come up with the names, but it'll be something like that along those lines.
Yeah, that's the hard part of this one is coming up with like how we're gonna name the actual videos.
The name of the tower is gonna be harder than the games.
I
the
doubt
games
that
are easy.
highly. Unless we
It's
do
up
like,
there.
what if
It's
we
up
did
there.
like easy game tower where you had to complete the easy games, but the easy games move from the easiest easy games to the harder easy games? It'd be so weird.
Borderlands to say Borderlands, Telltale Borderlands to Borderlands 1, and then you gotta play what I think 2 would be pretty easy, and then pre-sequel. Because, I mean, they're easy games, but they're getting harder because you gotta do more stuff.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of like easy, like, start with Avatar. And then,
Avatar,
and then the next game's Energy Cycle. Oh yeah, well, eventually you can move up to that one. That would be like the hard easy game.
The
Because
Lego
easy games are so easy.
Those were
Yeah, that's true. Those would actually take time though.
King Kong.
You keep mentioning
that's
games that
another
are like,
one
you need to think like ID at Xbox, like 3-hour games.
Oh no.
You don't
Well,
know
I know
enough
King
of
Kong's
those.
an easy 1,000.
Yeah, but that's like 8
I
hours.
don't know my games. Oh, is it 8? I don't know. I just know it was an easy one.
You got to think like,
But yeah, that's
Energy Cycle, fucking Planet of the Eyes,
Plants vs.
Whiplash.
Zombies. Whiplash. Jackbox Collection.
Well, some of the Jackbox, some of them are. It depends on the one. Shadow of Lupa,
1 vs. 100.
stuff like that. The Fall, all these like really easy ones.
Yeah, iDarb.
Yeah, that
there you go.
one.
Thomas Was Alone.
There you go. Now you're getting
Yeah,
it.
see, I got in the flow. Yeah.
Thomas Was Alone was actually good though.
That was actually alright. It had a good story, surprisingly, for
I
a
know.
fucking easy game.
I actually really liked that one.
Like,
You put that on
How
your
does
old
the story?
tag.
I did put on my old tag. It was an easy 1,000 gamer score. Why not?
And you didn't care
Yeah,
if
it's
it
funny
was
to my
easy
old
back
tag.
then.
I said, yeah, I didn't care, but yeah, I still didn't do Avatar. That was like the one game.
Yeah,
Even
I know.
back on my old tag when I did other easy games, Avatar was not the game I would do. I would not be another Avatar player.
That's what I was too.
See,
That's
like,
like even on this tag forever. I still have not put Avatar because it's like that's the one step I will not take down.
Like, we done Dash of Destruction. Easiest 200 free gamer score ever back in the day. I remember I was in Xbox Live party chat, someone joined like, yo, Dash of Destruction is free, easy 200 gamer score, ah. And then, yeah, I remember doing that back then. Just for easy completions. But yeah, Avatar. Honestly, I feel like Avatar was even the lowest ratio that I have on my tag, or had on my tag. Well, I mean, I never had Avatar on my tag, but I'm saying there's other games out there that was on my tag that was probably lower ratio than Avatar.
I don't think there is one
Surprisingly.
that's lower than Avatar because it's a
Really not?
1.005.
Oh,
It's
yeah, yeah,
incredibly
no, I thought it
low.
was like 1.1 something.
No, it's like the lowest that it can get. Like my lowest ratio one is pretty low. It's 1.08.
Like, how is it not 1.0000? Like, it had to been
Because
some kid
some-
who played it just because.
There's people that specifically started it without completing it because they thought that was ironic and funny. There's people that did that.
Okay. Or they made their own tag, a separate tag. It's like, this is not going to be a perfect ratio. It's going to be 1.005.
Dude, that's what they should do. They
Like,
should
dude, all you have
somebody should create like 100,000 fake accounts and all just start with the first achievement just to make Avatar like super high
Yo,
ratio.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the True Achievements community, if they really wanted to, they could make like a whole Discord and stuff and get people dedicated to that cause to increase the ratio.
Let's make
I'm
Avatar
pretty
great
sure.
again.
That's like Avatar. All right, guys, you're listening to the podcast, so load up Avatar on your other account. Avatar: The Last Airbender, and
Only get the first
I
achievement.
forgot the
and then
actual whole
quit.
name of it.
The Burning
Yeah,
Earth.
because the first achievement, yeah, burning Earth. Don't because all you have to do is hit one button for the entire thing, and your comp will automatically get you within the first 5 minutes. So, yeah, just one achievement and then quit. Let's do it. Let's get it going. And also, this podcast hits like 1,000,000 views, and then it just out of nowhere, it's a 2.8 ratio. I'm like, oh shit!
Time to start it and complete it and take advantage of it.
Yeah, I'm starting Avatar. If it made it up there that high, I'll be Avatar.
5 minute 2.8 ratio. Damn, I'm taking that. And then everybody will complete
Dude, that
it
would
and fucking
make the
sync it
TA
again, just to
freaking
screw you
highlight.
over.
Like, so many blogs. Wait, what screwed me over?
Imagine though if like everybody was just in a play with me about it, and then you started it and put it on your tag, and then everybody else completed it, and it went back down to a 1.005.
No, that'd mean more people complete. It'd be like a 1.001.
Is that just to screw you over and make your ratio suck?
I was like, no.
That would
That
be
would
pretty
suck,
great
but-
too. I'd be pretty happy
I doubt
about
that. I mean, like,
I doubt it.
just imagine having that much influence over the gaming
Exactly.
community. That'd be more than Ninja.
Exactly. You'd have to really fucking. You'd have to basically mind control people.
I'm already ahead of you.
Speaking of mind control,
Guys,
we're already an hour and
listen,
15
I
minutes
think you
into
should
this. I don't care.
Oh, I mean, you got to still take a shower, so I mean,
No, I'm more so referencing the fact that we're an hour and 15 minutes into this. This is the longest podcast we've ever
we're not even near done. I know this is
This
yeah.
is
Mainly because
gonna
we're
be
talking
the
about Robin
longest-
Banks and the whole
exactly.
tower thing.
And the car thing. We didn't get off the car part until like 20 minutes
I
into
don't
the
know
video.
how we got on the whole car thing anymore. Like, how the fuck?
We've made it. But if you want to hypnotize him before we get into the ultimate Chievo, you can go for it.
Right. I don't have one of those majestic voices, so I don't know how well this will work, but listen to the sound of my voice. When I say chicken butt, you will all be in a hypnosis state that will start Avatar, The Last Airbender, The Burning Earth, and y'all will make it a 2.8 ratio at least. Chicken butt.
I want to go start
we
Avatar
go.
now. It'd be funny if I just did that live on the podcast. I just started my 360 and just completed Avatar.
You ever hear the dink sound in the background? Like, oh shit, did that actually work?
Nah, it didn't.
I mean, I'm new at this whole hypnotic stuff, but
It just sounded more like you were trying to do ASMR.
no, I don't have one of those mics. If y'all want to listen to, yeah, that could be another thing. You got my calendar coming out. You know, we can do Chris's ASMR one week. You know, give me one of those
I don't
little
think
mics
anybody
with
wants
the little
that.
ears. I'll just like hire some. I'll just get some female off of Craigslist
That's
coming
not
over.
Chris.
Do some ASMR. That's not. Well, I mean, it's my ASMR, but
You're
Her
taking
name not
ownership of
Chris.
her. Oh yeah, with a K though.
yeah, I'm totally not weird. You know, I ain't saying I'm a female or anything, but I can get. There's females with names Chris.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's certainly my ASMR because it's my. I'll be introducing it, and then wait, he'll be.
You're
going.
gonna introduce ASMR.
be like-
It's gonna be weird. How do you introduce?
Yeah, that's like you hear
ASMR?
my voice. I tell you guys, there's gonna be a female host in it, but it's actually gonna be me.
He's just very feminine.
I
But
gotta use my feminine voice. I got a voice change I'm gonna pull out here. Be a little like, hey. I don't have it right now. I gotta buy it.
yeah.
Working on it. It's in
You could be like,
production.
Hey,
This
how
is
you guys
ASMR.
doing today? Yeah.
Okay. That,
I got hoes calling my Obama phone. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
yeah. Oh, no, it's terrible. It's just like everyone who was watching has officially left.
Nobody's gonna watch because that intro. I might just cut it.
Yeah, you should have cut that intro. That intro was terrible. I didn't know you were doing an intro. I didn't
That-
know you were recording when you were doing that.
Well, that's why. That's why I kind of like I started it and then we talked about that and then I went and said.
That's
"Welcome to
almost as bad as the
episode."
robot. intro.
Almost as bad. You don't think it's as bad as the robot? Interesting.
No, at least
You like
this
this
one I
better.
could. I mean,
You could get down to it though. You're
No,
like,
hell no.
yeah, host calling my Obama
it was
phone.
so bad. I was so bad. I didn't know you even started the recording yet. That's how bad it was.
You just thought I was randomly
See, the only
singing a
reason I-
shitty Sheck West song?
Yes, exactly. That's how bad I that was. At least the robot one. At least you told me your intro in with it, so like I kind of knew. That's why this one was almost as bad. The only thing that made that one better is I knew your intro in with it. That's the only thing that got that. Yeah. So.
That's funny. Anyway. Oh, God.
Oh, we talked about that for a while. We got some good stuff, good ideas going. We
Speaking
still
of
got other things
bad
we'll talk about
ideas,
later. A lot of bad ideas, a lot of good ideas. Uh, we got more ideas coming up. We just got to work on some stuff. I'm still interested in doing that. Did we talk about that island thing last week?
yeah. No, that
I
was a
think a
couple
little
weeks
bit.
ago.
Yeah, yeah.
But
A
yeah,
couple weeks ago. And I'm looking forward to that, but it's like we still got to figure out how we're going to do it. And I feel like it's going to be when we get bigger.
yeah, that's
Because
not
not a
a
lot of
thing we
people
can
don't
really
have
accomplish
those
right now.
games.
And just
Yeah,
getting
it's
8 people
like way out the
together.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we'll see.
the bad idea thing I was talking
But
about, referring to bad ideas, we have the ultimate Chievo, which wasn't actually a bad idea. It's just bad execution. Um, this week
yeah,
I get
I
to
was
challenge you.
transitioning to that. Yeah, yeah. Yep, go. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
first, we get to talk about mine.
Oh, we're talking about yours this week. How do you do? You do okay?
No, no,
Or
it didn't.
you stomp
was-
your toe and broke your ankles and now you can't move because you're hospitalized?
I will say video-wise, I did well. I made more
Oh, you think so?
effort to
I'll be
talk
the judge of that.
and be a more energy efficient. Not efficient. The anti of energy efficient. I took energy and I zapped it into the video. Probably. I definitely think I might have gotten quiet just because I was trying to focus on those fucking combos that are. First of all, this game sucks ass when it comes to the combos. I never use anything besides X X X X X X X X X X because that's all that works. And then press Y to electric. But you know, anyway, the game wants you to use execute every single combo as quickly as possible in order to gain more time so that you can finish with the highest time possible. And in order to get gold, you have to finish with like 45 seconds left on the clock or 55, something like that. It's something ridiculous and stupid, and I hate it. And some of the combos in the game are absolutely really hard, and one of them's impossible, and I can't figure out how it works. I literally had 45 seconds going into that final one, and I couldn't get it because I just couldn't figure out. It wasn't registering the way I was supposed to be doing it. And it was pissing me off. That I legitimately think I got the most annoyed with any of the achievements in this video. I got very annoyed, and I eventually moved on from that one just so that I could make content that wasn't me being mad. So then I went and played a few other ones, got gold on a couple of them. That wasn't that bad. Came back, tried again, sucked ass again. And then I realized, yeah, I have to restart the game and play it on easy and then not get any upgrades in order to do all the golds. So, there we go. I'm disappointed. But I didn't get the achievement. But the only reason I mentioned the actual how I did is only because I wanted to point out the fact that this is the make it or break it week where Chris can if he gets the achievement this week, he verifies that I cannot do anything and he wins. No. No. He verifies that I cannot win, but I can only tie him. Because I would have to then get the next 2 achievements in order to tie him. But if he doesn't get it,
So
I still have a
guys,
chance to win.
wish me luck. I gotta flexing these muscles you guys can't see. You know, I'm flexing over here. Ugh. Totally got this in the bag.
I do think I should get a half point, though, because I did get a platinum medal and got that achievement. So,
Nope.
just saying.
And that's the case. I would be getting half a points off every week because I got a lot of achievements every week.
Yeah, but
I should
this
have
one was
3/4
specific
of
to
a
it.
point.
You should have 1/4 or 1/3 of a point for getting the 10,000 achievement in Slime Rancher. Because that's the achievement that had to do with it. But we're not.
Half a point.
No, because you only got the bronze. If you would have gotten the silver, you would have got 2/3 of a point. Anyway.
Half a point.
No, we're not doing half points. Fuck off. Anyway.
Alright, then no points then. We still failed. We're trash at achievement hunting. Until the tower comes out, and then we'll be out of nowhere pros, unlocking all the hard achievements. Then you're like, how is this even possible? CJ's gonna be the first ever to complete Brass of Cities.
How did you
City
even
of
fuck
Brass.
that one up? Like, really? How does Brass of Cities even, like, kind of...
It came out, as I said it, I realized, wait, I don't even know. But yeah, City of Brass, CJ will be the first ever to complete this. If you haven't
Me.
noticed, I've been pretty bad at naming
I
video
know.
games. I've been calling Mother Gunship. If you've seen it, guys, if you've seen the video, I call it Mothership Gun.
I
And yeah,
know.
I said it so confidently, not even thinking about it.
It's actually kind of embarrassing because I went back, I watched your video, and I was like, "Oh my god, he actually said the wrong name, and he didn't correct himself. He just left it." If it was
so
me, I
bad
would
at
have
names.
re-recorded the intro once I found out that I did that. I would have been like, "All right,
I
let's
thought
just
about it, but I was like, fuck
or
it.
just record you saying that word, then mute the audio right there, put in the recording of you saying Mother Gunship, and then just cut back to the intro."
It's like one of those bad answering machines where it's like, yes, you have reached the phone number of Chris. I can't please leave the name number
Yeah,
after
exactly.
the beep.
That would have been funny in itself, though, because you could have said it in the most bland way, Mother Gunship, and then just cuts right back.
But you have all this energy, pause, Mother Gunship, and then energy.
It would have been
Oh
funny.
man.
But then again, it was
it's
pretty funny
for
the
like
way it
talk
is.
about, but like for someone else who's like listening to it, they're like, what the fuck am I listening to?
That was weird.
Dumb fucker over here. But it's like listen to one of those '90s answering machines.
But is it better for
Answering
that, or
my
do you
recording.
look stupid for not knowing how to fucking say the name of the game?
I think between the two of us here, I already got the
Stupid trophy.
there's a word I was looking for, but I can't think of it. But
I have no
you know
idea.
how like everyone has like their persona. There you go.
Yeah.
I already have the stupidity persona between the two of us and the Chievo Chums.
I think
I'm
so
the
too.
shit. I can't even think of words right now.
I
Yeah.
I can
I'm
tell.
that guy. I'm
You're this.
No, I'm trying to grab these words out here that I know what I'm trying to go for, but that's when I
They're
stop
they're
and say
avoiding
it.
your
They're far
vocabulary
away.
though.
Images in my mind are farther than they seem, like the freaking meters of your car.
I'm surprised you knew the word
there's,
mirrors.
Hey,
I thought you were like
too, I was
glass
talking,
thingies.
and I was talking. I literally thought I was gonna freaking choke with my words, but it came out perfect. I'm like, yes.
You were like
I have those
success.
moments where I start talking. I'll start talking, and then I forget what I'm talking about, and I try to like go on a
know.
tangent until
I do that too.
until I can think of it, and then I'm like, come on, please come back to me, please come back to me, yes. And then I throw it out, or it's like, fuck, I still can't think of it, and then I just look like a dumbass, even worse, because I wasted like all that time and still didn't get to the point I needed to, like I am right now. So
Exactly. But you do have to guess your game, and I did give you some.
Oh
hints
yeah.
Over the week, so
Yeah. We had hints earlier, also off the podcast. My hints were it's a horror game and it's supposedly similar, or at least the achievement is similar to that of Outlast. Beat the game on Insane, right?
yes.
So I don't know much horror games, honestly, as you could tell earlier when CJ was shouting out random games. I had no idea what they were called. Like, what, Emily Was Alone or something? What was that one? So I don't know.
No,
I don't know
Thomas
games.
was
I'm
alone and
terrible.
Emily was supposed to play. Oh.
Oh yeah, see, I'm mixing games. I'm terrible with this. Alright, so my first guess, I know it's wrong because CJ already verified it's wrong, but since I don't know horror games, I'm gonna go with Resident Evil 7 because they have an achievement where you gotta beat the entire game with the hardest difficulty.
No. You already knew
I
that.
knew I was wrong because you said no earlier. But I don't know any other games. It's either that or Outlast 2. Like, what do you want me to do? If it's Outlast 2, I'm gonna choke the fuck out of you. So I'm definitely not getting that done in a week. Like, literally, I might. Alright, so that's my hit. That's my guess. What's my hit?
Alright, so your next hint is that it is actually currently on sale in the ID at Xbox horror game sale. Right now.
Can I find that on TA somewhere?
Yes, you can, probably. It's not separated, though.
Probably. That's not subreddit?
No, it's
oh
just-
man, I don't know.
It is a
That doesn't really help me
the
much.
genre is survival horror, and the game is also it's a 2.8 ratio. There you go.
2.8. I really don't have anything. That really doesn't help me because I don't know how to look it up. I honestly have no idea.
Exactly.
It's an indie game. 2.8.
And you can't even look at my tag because I don't have it. You had
You don't have it. I don't know how to look this up, so this is gonna suck balls. Song of Horror. No, I'm joking. I don't even know what the game that is. Oh, that's not anything. What was that? Hold up.
but I don't even
That's
know
not
what you're
even out.
talking about.
You know what? Alright, so yeah, screw that. I'm gonna say Outlast 2.
No, it's not that.
I didn't think so.
I did not think. Oh, this is the third hint. I got one. I suffered from this in Generation Zero. My character did.
Amnesia Collection?
Yep.
Well, I had
That-
to think for a second. I'm like, what the fuck do you suffer from? And I remember dumbass-nesia. I'm like, wait, none of these was dumbass-nesia. That make no sense. So I've got to have
Amnesia.
survival horror. Yeah, so I got the survival horror on TA. It's either going to be Resident Evil 0, or Amnesia Collection, or Alien Isolation.
Yeah, I did tell you
So
about
when you
this,
said,
but no, it's Amnesia. I don't know if you've ever heard of them before. It's Amnesia: The Dark Descent and Amnesia Machine for Pigs, I think are what they're called. It's both games in one thing.
oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
so it's 2 in 1. So I got to
Yeah.
play. Okay, never.
But-
I don't think I even heard of Amnesia.
But this
Actually, no, I
achievement's
think I have heard of it. Didn't?
yeah, this was
Didn't
the
Shiz play this on his stream?
maybe, but this
Long
was
time
this was the original before Outlast. Like this was the big horror game like PewDiePie played and everything that blew up.
I think I've seen it before.
This one was the one that blew up these first person not being able to fight back games.
So I mean, if it's like that, I might be able to complete it because if I don't have to worry about having to kill enemies, it's just me running from point A to point B. Because I have a good. I mean, this is gonna take me a while to learn how to play.
Yeah, I think
So
it's
that's my only
longer than
thing.
the first Outlast. So
Oof. We'll see.
so let me
This
tell
2
you
hours, I
the
might be able to.
let me tell you the description because it's a fun little achievement and description. So the achievement is called Masochist, and the description just reads, "My name is Daniel, and I have made life exceptionally hard for myself." That's the description. Basically, what this requires you to do is to beat the Dark Descent on hard mode. So that's just the first game. So you don't even, if you want to play through it in the order that you can, guess what? You only have to do the first game anyway for this. You don't have to do the
Hey.
second. So it's at least you can play it in the order of the games coming out. Now, here's what the changes are. I figure we'll tell all the audience that now. Auto saves are disabled, and manual saving costs 4 tinder boxes, which is a collectible that you had to find. Sanity dropping to 0 results in death. There's a sanity meter in this game, I guess. There are less oil and tinder boxes throughout the levels than there would be on any other difficulty. Monsters are faster, spot the player more easily, deal more damage, and stay around for longer. Here's a big one that's going to suck. There is no danger music when monsters are near. And if you die, you go back to your last save. So
Does it say how long the game is?
it didn't say how long the game was in the thing. It gives a lot of tips like stuff like they recommend you using headphones and you should go through the game once
I
already.
have a level guide, and it looks like there's only 4 monsters. 5, 6 monsters, 7 monsters, 11, 12. Okay, there's a lot. Never mind. There's a lot more levels than I thought.
Yeah, the
Looks like
game's
guys and stuff. Oh man, this is. Oh, there's so many different levels.
yeah, this is kind of a long. I don't think the levels are that long though. That's what it is. But you're
This might
definitely
be scary. Look, I'm looking at the graphics. This is like old school scary.
yeah. This
I might
is
be scared, guys. Chat, I might need you guys, so I might be streaming this, and hopefully there's community to keep me not afraid. So, guys, I know it'll probably be late, but if you guys are watching the podcast, I will probably be recording this on Twitch at twitch.tv/final_nightmare. We can put that in the description, or one of us can.
you can do
And
it.
you guys can come in. I'll probably do it. I'll probably end up posting it after it's been posted. So, I'll get that up as soon as I can.
You're
and
probably
you
gonna
guys can,
stream it over the weekend though, when the podcast doesn't go up until Sunday.
I know, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying for the guys who do watch. I mean, I'll probably record it throughout the weekday too. Like, it'll be recording most of Sunday. So I might, go and say hey to my parents Saturday and then just record most of Sunday and the weekday.
You could always do a Final Friday
guys-
like you started Outlast with.
Yeah, I could. Just get like a community going. And we'll see. We'll see where things go. So
Maybe
guys
some of
who
your
listen
Outlast
to this
guys will come back.
Maybe. Most of those guys are dead. But when I do stream Outlast, most of them do. Some of them do come back. So maybe I could probably get a few. It's just nice to have someone to talk to and someone, I don't know, like, even if I'm doing pointless dumb shit, it's nice to have someone to talk to and keep me not scared.
Yeah, because this game.
And just imagine, I might jump and pee myself.
You might actually get scared of this one because this is the original big scary game.
Damn. Can I play this on PC and say I did it?
No, because
Oh.
that's not a real
You have an achievement
achievement.
on PC? It is. It's a real Steam achievement.
No,
I am a
Steam
real achievement. I
Stevements are Stevements.
Stevens.
They're not real.
I am a real boy.
Well,
Man, it's like, when was this made? When was Amnesia made, though? Like,
it was a while
it
ago.
was like early 2000s, somewhere. Like, that's what it
No, I
seems
think it
like.
was. I
Oh,
think it was
this
like.
game was made back in 2018, I think.
Well, yeah, the collection didn't come out until a while ago, just a little bit
Yeah.
ago. The game came out in 2010. That's what I thought.
Really? I mean, I thought the
But
graphics would have been a little bit better, but
well, it's also an indie game of 2010, so
right.
it's even worse.
Yeah, this would have been good for my horror tower. You know that, right? Now I'll rip that.
Yeah, but you didn't know what the fuck this game was.
I mean, I didn't. I honestly, if you didn't say 2.8, and you didn't say dumbass, if you didn't say dumbass Asia, or you didn't say the disease that your guy suffered from, I would never would have guessed it.
Yeah,
I had
exactly.
a super low chance of guessing it because it was what 4 or 5 games of a 2.8.
I didn't know that there
Yeah,
was that
4
many.
games. Yeah, so if you just said 2.8, it was like honestly, I've been between Alien Isolation and Amnesia because you said no with Resident Evil, so it would have been one of those two.
Yeah,
So I had a
Alien
50-50
Isolation would have
chance.
been a good one too, but I didn't even look at the list to see if there's anything tricky. I knew this was fucking hard. When I saw this, I immediately ditched my original idea for the last achievement because the last one I was gonna give you was just torture. It wasn't actually like a hard achievement. It was just awful.
Right.
But this is a challenging achievement in a genre that you like, and it's gonna be challenging. All right, I said that already.
I mean, I thought, with being a collection, I thought it meant a 2,000 gamer score, not 1,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately, they didn't get the
I
mic.
got to play through
the
2
treatment.
games, and do they have that same achievement for both games
No.
too? So I gotta.
No,
Okay,
it's only
just the
for
first
Dark
one.
Descent.
I'm like, I gotta bust my butt for 2 games, not one, but 2 games for only 1,000 gamer score. Come on, bros, learn how to fucking do your achievements right. Is the original Amnesia on here? If I just type in Amnesia, did I get the original one?
No, that wasn't on Xbox. This is the first time it was on Xbox.
Oh, it was. Oh, it was on PC. I bet
It was
wasn't
only
it?
Steam. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so because it looks like a PC game. Looking at the just the random video. So I like if I had my my gamepad. Oh my gosh, this game would be a whole lot easier. It'd be better. Might have bought my Xbox One gamepad now.
Well,
Order it now. It might be here by Sunday.
well,
I
and
think I don't have enough money to put another $100 down on something.
especially when you got to spend 17. At least you don't have to spend 30.
Yeah. Wait, I gotta buy this game too?
Yeah, I don't own it.
I thought someone's gonna give me the money.
No, you get to fucking buy
Give
your
you a
own
game next week that you gotta buy. That'll be your payback. Like, well, so this game was $17.99. You know what? I'm gonna give you a game that you gotta pay $60 for.
Then I won't do it. Just fucking play a different game and be like, here's the challenge I gave myself.
So your achievement, your thing would be like S1E10, the achievement of the game I gave you. But that's worse than that's worse than Alley A. Fucking clickbait. That's like clickbait.
Even make like the fucking.
That's a whole new level of clickbait.
Make the fucking thumbnail look like the game you made me do. Just
The thumbnail and everything is.
You can
the
challenge me to
I gave you.
Sekiro and then fucking I actually play
Yeah, I
some
touched Sekiro, and it's actually like it's
some easy ass like
it's, I'm trying to
1.2
think.
ratio
Like
game.
Minecraft. I don't know. You got Minecraft set up as a picture of Sekiro and everything, but you play Minecraft.
Like I launched
a lot of
Sekiro for a
A lot of
second.
people do that though.
Yeah, I know there are people on Twitch that do that constantly.
Like, yeah, you see people on Twitch and they're here playing under like this one title, and then you go watch them, and it's not that game. I'm like, bruh.
Exactly, they're blatantly lying to you for views.
I know. They're like whores.
Yeah.
But yeah, they lied to me. They say that they're freaking above 18, but we all know that they're not.
Okay, why? Why the pedophilia?
I'm just saying. But yeah, so you guys will see. Yeah, y'all probably see me fail at that maybe, unless I'm just that good at horror games.
I doubt it. You're gonna fail this one.
Nah, no, it's up in the air. I gotta take off work again, so I probably won't be at work tomorrow.
You probably won't.
Oh, that's gonna suck, dude. And then like, when are we gonna play more Borderlands 3? Because that's gonna cut out my time too. If we decide to play it like Saturday night or when you're off or Sunday when you're not doing your thing to get more done.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like, so we start. I said Borderlands 3 too. I think.
I know you did. I figured people would understand.
I
that
caught
you
myself
fucked
that
up.
time. It just hit me. I probably never would have. It just hit me. So I don't know. That's gonna be same for a while.
Sup, guys? Here's a little update because we forgot to mention this during the episode. So this is not a part of the original recording. I'm sure that's obvious.
Oh, really? What gave it away? Our beautiful speech skills?
Maybe.
I know.
So, this actually has to do with the Ultimate Chievo. So, for the last 3 episodes, which is his challenge right now, my challenge is coming up in 2 weeks, and then the final one, we're doing 2 weeks for each challenge because they're harder ones, they're a little longer. That'll give us a little more time to focus on them. So, these ones are going to come out every 2 weeks, unlike the originals that were coming out every week. All right.
That gives me a whole nother week to beat this game on hard. Oh, you're going down, CJ. You're going down.
Oh no!
So much to do. Just not enough time.
I know, right? Like we just both need millions of dollars, and then we can quit.
Millions of dollars. You know, I'm about to just cut my dick off and sell it on the internet and say it's Justin Timberlake's or something.
I was gonna say,
some-
how is that gonna help you? Nobody's gonna pay for that.
Hey man, people pay for like the super famous people stuff. I'll blow my nose in a rag and say this is some famous person's snot rag, limited edition.
Be like, Johnny Depp once shit on this piece of toilet paper.
Oh my gosh!
And the whole time they're
That's an
jerking
idea.
off to that, it's really just yours.
First off, ew.
I know.
Shit. Like the fuck.
This is like something Giant Unger would do. Joking.
I can see that.
Okay.
I don't know. Never know, man. That man, he's something else.
He is an
He's
interesting
silent.
character.
I don't even know if he's a character. Like, is he a? I don't even know. You guys let us know in the comments below what you think Giant is.
Somebody's just gonna comment a cunt. Fucking.
I'm pretty sure that might be you under a new tag, or
Maybe.
like we just make a new account, a new YouTube account, like
Call it
Giant
Chums
is-
Chievo. Just
he's
no relation.
Chums Chievo. Like, who is that? No relation.
Oh man.
It's like, alright, so my name's right now currently Omega Nightmare on this tag. Other tag is Final Nightmare. It's like if I make another tag called
Cheesy nightmare.
King Nightmare. I'm saying like King Nightmare. No relation. Nightmare spelled the exact same.
Exactly.
And it's like, I don't know this Nightmare. I swear I've never seen him before in my entire life. This
Obviously, it's a
completely different
fan
person.
trying to mock me. Imitate me.
Totally. Well, there's a guy locally. Actually, I haven't seen him forever, but when I was in elementary school, there's a guy who was like way younger than me, and he was like, I was in like 5th grade, and I think he was in kindergarten or 1st grade. He had the same exact first and last name as me. Weirdest shit ever. I mean, then I moved, so I don't.
What if you got switched at birth,
Really?
and then your mom just didn't care that you were
It
way
could have been,
younger?
but we had the same first name. Our first name, like the full, I don't know about his middle name, but the first and last name spelled the exact same, pronounced the exact same. Hey, it was the weirdest shit ever.
What if
But
he's
yeah, people thought we were related, but I'm like, I don't know this fucker.
what if he's your doppelganger? Or technically you would be his because you were younger than him.
No, I was younger than hell. Oh, he was younger than me.
Oh, I thought you said.
He was younger than me.
Okay, never mind.
I
He's
was
your
in 5th, and
doppelganger.
he was like in 1st or something. He's my dog. Like now, like watch now, he looks exactly like me too. He didn't just take my name, but he took my identity.
Exactly.
That explains all these extra charges on my freaking account.
He's gonna log onto your gamer tag and start popping a bunch of easy achievements just to lower your ratio.
I mean, no.
Your evil
When
twin
my
did it.
career's over. The end of my achievement career as we know it is on the horizon. We have a new threat.
Chris's doppelganger.
Ah, shit. But you just never know, man. You got people out there that has, the same names but no relations. So, King Nightmare. Nightmare is spelled the exact same. Hey, I don't know. It'd be like that sometimes. It's like if I spell Nightmare like N1GHTM4R3, if I can spell, yeah, it's already taken. That's why I had to put some random shit in front of it. Like Omega Nightmare, because, Final Nightmare was already taken by some dick fucker.
Was that dick fucker
And-
nightmare?
That, yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Fuck. Fucking, I mean, well, yeah, it's Final Nightmare, so of course his name was Nightmare. It's in its name.
Well, I'm talking about
But,
his gamer tag was actually dick fucker nightmare.
Oh no, it was Final Nightmare. I don't know what his other tags were. I don't know, but it's Final Nightmare, and that fucker apparently forgot his password to the account, and now he can't change it. I tried to try to get it so I can change my name back to Final Nightmare. Hey, that fucker took in my name the moment I got rid of it. Okay, maybe not the moment I got rid of it, but maybe like 3 months after he got rid of it.
Ooh, that's risky.
Yeah, like,
You might not have been
man,
able to get that back. What if that happened? I mean, it did.
I might not.
It did. It's not like it really matters.
I don't know. I got
You could just be Chievo Chums Chris.
CCC
CCC.
Nightmare.
CCC.
Chievo Chum Nightmare. CCC.
So Chievo Chum Chris.
CCC Nightmare. Nah, that sounds too gay.
It
I'd be
does.
like, yo, C, what you doing over there?
Yeah, because that would also be CCC. But I could be
CCC?
CCCJ. Wait, did I add an extra C in there? I don't know. CCCJ,
No, you said CCCJ. No, you said 3, I think.
I think.
I
I don't
said
know.
4.
I might
Chat will
have.
know. Our
Check
viewers
West.
who are watching at this point will figure out.
Oh, God. Oh. I'm not going to do it again.
No, no, no,
Oh.
no. But honestly, though, changing little topics here a little bit because of that. But guys who are currently still watching this, you got any other ideas that you like us to do in the future? We will post it in the comment. Like honestly, I know you probably hear us say post in the comment, y'all don't do because y'all are nervous, son of a bitches. But yeah, for real though, like, we want to hear what you guys would like to see, and then we'll think about it.
Somebody's going to comment just, I'd like to see you shut the fuck up.
Who would be called Snuff of Fist Iron? No relations.
To be fair, nobody would make it to this point where we said suggest stuff to us if they didn't at least enjoy it slightly. Or they're just really fucking
Right.
petty. They're like, I don't fucking care. I'm enjoying this only because I'm not enjoying this. They're ironic with it. They're watching it for the irony.
Fucking, it sounds like something Skeptical Mario would do.
Why do you keep
Skeptical.
doing that? What has he done to you?
I don't even know. I don't even know the fucker, but his name is Skeptical, so he fits in with the whole skeptical scheme of things.
I don't know. Skeptical interprets to ironic, but
No, because I said at the beginning because we're talking about something being skeptical.
Yeah, I know.
And,
I heard
just happened
you.
to bring it back up because
Yeah,
okay,
it's a
make
comeback
sure,
joke.
I didn't want to have to. Oh yeah, it's a comeback joke.
Speaking of
Some
jokes,
Kardashians.
you never told us your
Ah,
garbage joke of the week.
I don't know any jokes this week. I haven't been looking them up.
Remember the one I told you yesterday that you could use?
No, because if I take yours, I won't hear the end of it. Because you're like, oh, you stole it. Oh, blah, blah, blah. All right,
Like you did with
we
the
go.
oof challenge?
here we go. I'm coming out raw with this one. I'm not even looking this one up. I'm gonna
He's
start.
just thinking.
This is legitimately a thing. I'm gonna start looking these up now. This is gonna be. This is taking you back to elementary school.
Okay.
All right. Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
7, 8, 9.
You do not get to get away with that joke.
That's a good one.
No.
It classified because you laughed. All right. Because you knew it was a dumb joke.
Yeah, but come on. That's that's not even elementary school. That's like preschool. Like your brain hasn't even developed yet when you came up with that one. Like, oh.
Ah, shoot. I didn't hear that one until I think like 3rd grade.
That's just like, aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Like, fuck off.
Well, I won't say that joke next. That was my next one. Fuck. It's like knock knock. Who's there? Orange,
Or like-
aren't you? Aren't you glad I didn't say banana or whatever it was?
Or like the one where it's like, what song did they play at the cookie's wedding?
What?
Here crumbs the bride.
Wow. All right. Gosh, I gotta think of another one then.
Yeah, exactly, 'cause that was
You
pathetic.
ain't gonna like that one. The worst thing too, because like I don't. All right, here's one I actually heard a long time ago. It's
This is
all right. Hey, you got you ready?
ancient one.
Yeah, this is a long one ago. You guys might have heard it recently. I don't know, but how do you befriend a squirrel?
How?
You just act like a nut. Yeah?
I didn't even laugh at that one. Like it was the worst thing I've ever
Wow.
heard.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like that was worse than the 789.
All right, here we go. This one I actually remember. This one actually
I feel like you're on the website right now.
No, this one actually I do remember hearing this one from
Okay.
a radio station. They have the Morning Corny. You guys already probably wouldn't know what radio station I heard this from, but they said this a few weeks ago. Hopefully I don't butcher it. I mean, it's not really that bad. It's like, what do you call a pony with a cough?
What?
Yeah. What do you call a pony with a cough?
What do you call
little
it?
horse.
Oh, okay.
Get it? Because a pony is a little horse, and that's 6. So it's a little horse, like horse
Yeah.
throat.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, that's all I got then. I mean,
Okay.
that's all I got. I don't know anymore. If I got to do another one, I gotta look it up.
Yeah.
I really have no more.
But you better look it up before the next episode and not forget like you always do, because otherwise you're gonna be in a rut
man.
like now. You
Oh
look
man,
real
well, you
dumb.
apparently don't think corny jokes are funny, so you're
Well.
fucking like you're ruining my story. You're supposed to be like the moral support of this.
Well, I'm
You're
I'm
supposed to
deading your jokes because
Help
they're
deliver the
trash.
funny. Ah man, I mean that's not the point of this. You're supposed to be lifting me up. And you're supposed to be like
I tried.
making it seem like it was funny. No. You
I
just sit
really
there
did.
with
I
your
was like,
dumbass ass.
no, I
No,
really
you-
went like responded to your jokes when you would say like, how did this happen? I was like, how did it happen? And you were still like,
And I say it, and then you're like, "Are
trash.
you serious? That was it?" No. You're supposed to be like, "Oh, we get it," and that's how you're supposed to do it.
No,
You're
I
supposed to
got
be like,
them. They were just not
yeah.
good. Come up with better shit, and then I'll celebrate them.
All right, I'm gonna do some massive ass research.
He's
that
just
789
gonna
was
steal
pretty
'em
fucking
online.
good. That was the only one that you laughed at.
Well, yeah, but I
mean,
laughed at it
duh.
because it was so ridiculous to have that one.
Yeah, exactly. So I gotta come up with the ridiculous shit. Apparently that's what gets the attention of the audience.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna try them with Giant. I'm gonna invite Giant. to the
Okay.
party, 'cause
He
at
doesn't
least-
say anything. He's just gonna be like, "Yep," to all your jokes.
Oh, okay, yeah. So when he starts laughing at it because this is so stupid, those are the ones I'm gonna use because that's the
I
only way
guess.
he'll laugh at them. When they're stupid.
The only time I've ever heard
Like-
him really laugh out loud, no, I take that back. He does laugh at what we say, but the biggest time was when I smacked you in golf with your friends. I think that's the one time, like, because I heard him wheezing in the background of it. That was pretty great.
Aha. Yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna try my jokes on Giant. At least I get a better response from him. You're just, I don't know, man. You're just trying to put me down, trying to hurt my feelings, saying that I
A
ain't
little.
funny. You know, if I ain't funny, then you should go and find another fucking co-host.
Yeah, I just need to know more people first. Maybe I'll hit up Carnage.
Yeah, I should. I don't know who he is, but yeah, I should hit him up. Or Billy. Get him in here doing his
Billy's
real
a
voice.
fucking cuck that doesn't fucking respond to messages.
Use his real kid voice. That ain't his fake voice. That's his real voice.
I made that joke the other day.
See, look, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. I fucking, if I would have said you're fucking joking from Borderlands, I would have heard the end of it.
All right. I think that's how it's gonna end because this is fucking 2 hours almost.
Oh, man. Oh, guys, if you liked it, hit the like, subscribe, bell, you know what to do. And we'll see you guys next week.
For a probably much shorter episode.